But,
Hey, Roy.
And we're live. Welcome to Beers with Bad Company. I'm the host, the Beer Man. If you're a minor, don't drink on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's against the law. Everybody else bottoms up. Roy, Uncle Jim, what do you guys got going on, guys?
Go ahead, Uncle Jim.
Oh, well, I had a job interview today for Columbia Earthworks. So I'm
Awesome. Nobody cares. So let's move on.
Okay, cool. Roy, you go.
I just got back from yoga class.
Shut up, Roy. Yeah,
Hot yoga?
Shut up, Roy.
You sweaty?
No, it's not hot yoga. I don't do that. I sweat enough doing other stuff on my regular daily life. Lifting weights, living in South Georgia, which is like the 10th level of fucking hell.
Yeah, I keep my.
You're almost as hot as you were a few days ago, but now we've got these crazy fucking forest fires that we can't even go outside. The fucking smoke is so thick. They're canceling schools, fucking just thousands and thousands of acres on fire.
Yeah.
All over the fucking place. It's crazy.
That's not good.
No, you go outside in the morning and all you see is a fucking haze of smoke. If you're outside for 10 minutes, your fucking clothes smell like you're at a bonfire all night, drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I sit here and smoke cigars and cigarettes, so I don't really give too many fucks, but I was outside all day and now I feel like shit. So maybe they're burning some shit that's not so good for you. I don't know. But if we're starting the show off talking about arm wrestling a little bit, I found out today that I am the head ref this Saturday at Be Strong Arm Wrestling.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
That means it's going to be a bad.
Do you know what matches are there?
I do not.
Well, you got Sandra Sadis versus Jordan Sonev.
Okay.
Right-handed.
That's a good match.
You got left-handed Jordan Sonev versus Devin Larratt.
Oh yeah. Are you going to ref Devin's match?
They're going to have me reffing Devin's match. How fucked is that?
Just foul him out. Just foul him out, right?
Oh, I mean, most likely. When Jordan asked who the ref was going to be, Umesh told him it's probably going to be the Beer Man. It's the highest level certified ref that we have available to use this weekend. And Sonev said he'd rather it not be me because I'm one of Devin's teammates.
Yeah, but he doesn't realize you hate Devin.
I don't hate Devin.
You always root against him. You always tell him you hope he's going to lose.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's just because we're all cunts in the valley. I mean, every one of my brothers is always cheering against me, and it didn't matter if I was fighting or arm wrestling. They're always just hoping to see me get my ass kicked.
True love, right?
Such camaraderie.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, Devin spent enough time at the top of the mountain. Kind of nice seeing him get dropped down a peg or two, you know?
Did you watch Aussie's show yesterday?
I think somebody sent me a clip of it.
They asked a question about, like, I can't remember exactly how it was phrased, but there was some implication that Aussie said he kind of set up a question by saying, and it kind of sounded like what he was implying. Maybe I didn't understand, but kind of the casual fan probably doesn't think Devin is in the top 10. Remember that?
That wouldn't make sense. The casual fan definitely thinks Devin is in the top 10.
Well, he said other than the diehards. Well, he was saying like the people that are for Devin are always going to say he's.
Well, Devin's got more casual fans in arm wrestling than arm wrestling has. So That wouldn't make sense.
But I mean, does anybody in the world think he's not in the top 10? Really?
Yes, lots. Devin's got a lot of fanboys, but he's got a lot of fucking haters too.
Well, but I mean, if
There's
you're
a ton of people that just think the only reason Devin even wins matches is because he won't listen to the refs and he's always cheating. And if they actually used a fair rule set, that Devin never beat any of these guys.
Yeah, but that's just stupid. I mean, I'm talking about people that actually, can get beyond being a fan or a hater.
Well, you
I mean,
tell me a top 10 super heavyweight that Devin has beaten lately under a strict rule set.
What is a strict rule set?
Not WAL.
Well, anybody since WAL quit?
A top 10 super heavyweight that he's beaten, not at the WAL.
Let's see. Super heavyweight. Well, he beat Michael Todd when he beat Michael Todd. He was
Not a top 10 guy. Arguably, Arm was already fucked by the time they had that match.
Yeah, but he would have been in the top 10 at that time. I mean, hell, he was just
He
coming
might have
off.
been ranked in the top 10, but only because people hadn't seen him arm wrestle in so long. But the argument's made that all the damage was done to his arm in the WAL matches against Jerry with that 3/4 inch strap. And he's not been the same since. So,
Well, I mean, yeah,
just because he was ranked in the top 10 doesn't mean he was actually in the top 10.
Yeah, 100%. He was never in the top 10. He hasn't
never.
So,
Dude, listen, he hasn't beaten anybody since Wall except for Michael Todd, who isn't even in his weight class. It was at his gym under his rule set with his fucking refs. Like, he hasn't beaten anybody besides Todd. Yeah, man, like, Wall made him out to be something he wasn't. And then as soon as Wall left and he started competing again, yeah, we all saw what he was for real. He's not even close in the top 10. He's always fucking sucked.
I was just playing devil's advocate. Apparently Crazy Uncle Jim actually believes this. So this is actually a lot more fun now.
Right?
Who else has he beaten though? After Mike, he pulled Levon. Well, he pulled John. John's not a top 10 in the world.
No, he wasn't then. I mean,
And he's not in his weight class either.
Levon smoked him real bad. Prudnick, okay. I mean, is he a top 10 in the supers though? Like in the open weights?
No, he's a heavyweight. I mean, he's not.
Right. So is he going to make top 10 overall? Maybe he could. I don't know. Sanders, no. Who else? Gennady, he lost to.
Yeah, he kind of got fucked on that one though.
Gennady kind of got fucked on that one.
Not in the first round.
You let Devin cheating start like that, fucking running over the refs. Gennady had to fight Devin, the refs, and the rules, and still pulled it out.
Well, he's a bum then. He should just retire. He's washed up. What the hell? He sucks.
That's what I'm saying, but he's making more money now that he sucks than he was when he was the top guy. So what are you gonna say? No, I'm not saying Devin's not in the top 10 realistically, like honestly. But there's arguments that you can make that you don't know.
You can make an argument that Devin, not saying will on any given day, but he has a chance to beat. Let's just say he has no chance against Levon, which I don't think is necessarily true. But
I agree with you. I think there's a
he can beat anybody
if his bicep fucking held together. Injuries happen. I am curious to see how that match would have went without the injury. Especially after seeing how badly Levon gassed out against Irby's.
Yeah, if he could have just hung him up one time.
Right. And he did get a legitimate stop in round 1. So, maybe he is there. It's really hard to say. I see the arguments that can be made both ways.
Well, after he smacks Dave, it'll change.
Really?
I think he's gonna. Yeah. I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, I'm not saying
move against Dave going to be anywhere near as efficient now that Dave is not afraid to jump on the press.
I don't know that Devin's going to have to King's move to beat him.
Well,
I think he might just top roll the shit out of him like Rivaz did.
I don't think so.
I mean,
But
if Dave just drives sideways, he's going to crack his own wrist back. And then if he just rolls over him, I mean,
he had the Kings against Prudnik, who is not a super heavyweight. I don't know, man. He fucking buried shoulder against Gennady, but before Dave got tired, Dave was just drilling through Gennady. Every match is new, and you don't show up in the same shape for every match.
no.
So either way, we'll find out what he pulls in. But left-handed, he's pulling Jordan Sanov this weekend, and they've got me reffing. And Jordan was the one saying he didn't like the idea of me reffing. Devin was like, yeah, I'm okay with them reffing. I actually called up Umesh yesterday when I found out that I was head ref, and I was like, dude, you really have me as the head ref again in the Devin match? That's a terrible fucking idea. I'm a strict motherfucker when it comes to reffing, and I don't give two fucks about your opinion of me. If you don't listen to the rules and commands, you receive a foul.
You cannot foul him out. You can't.
I absolutely can. Look, I'm not going into this with a bias saying I'm gonna foul Devin out of it, but I'm probably gonna foul Devin out of this.
If you foul him out, though, you will be excommunicated from the entire arm wrestling world, especially if this isn't a pay-per-view.
Yeah, it is.
If you foul him out in a fucking pay-per-view, people are going to fucking burn your house down.
Look, it's a super match. If you refuse to settle down and listen to the rules and actually arm wrestle under the fair fucking rules, that my job is to enforce the rules. You know, I was talking to Devin too. And I was like, dude, you know, I'm not going to put up with any of that shit that you normally do. Fucking run it over, right? Like, it's not going to happen. He's like, look, Evan, ref it fair, unbiased, enforce the rules, no more, no less. That's all I'm asking. Like, well, that's all I plan on doing. Like, I try to be the fairest ref in the world. The problem is high hookers are fucking cheaters. And I know the tricks. I teach the tricks. I teach my teammates to use these things. Ignore the referee. This is what you need to do. You know, and then whenever I'm reffing, every one of my teammates, one of my guys, every one of them hates competing with me as the ref because I don't let them do any of the shit that I fucking teach them to do.
So why do you teach them that then? If they're not supposed to do it, why do you teach them that?
Just don't fucking compete where I'm reffing.
Well, obviously,
But look,
sometimes they don't have a choice.
When these are fucking tactics that you use that are outside of the rule set, and I'm very hyper aware that people do these things. I teach guys to do these things. I'm going to see it. I know you're doing it. I see you doing it. I'm just going to pick it up right away because I fucking teach this shit. So I'm not going to let you get away with stuff if I see it. I can't. As an unbiased referee, I can't allow somebody to take advantage and cheat the rules and fuck over the opponent. I have to be fair to both competitors. So apparently Jordan's a motherfucker for the cheating too, though.
Oh, so then you got to, if they're both doing the same amount, you just kind of give them the same amount of rope.
No.
Settle
I just
them down.
call a super foul, award myself the prize money, and fuck off. I'm out. All right, let me read these super chats here real quick. White Wolf with this big super chat. Shut up, Roy, and open the closet. Sup, crazy Uncle Jim? Evan, what happened to your backdrop? And where's my sticker, buddy? Marcus taking Martin to Canada for Arm Gods. Where's the party house going to be? There's definitely going to be partying happening. We will let you know as it gets closer where the big parties are going to be at. Man, your sticker was in the mail a long time ago. Marcus still hasn't sent me your fucking wedding card yet, though. So, fuck. And Marcus with the super chat. €50. Evan and Arm Gods now. He can do anything he wants. We make the rules. No one will say a word. Ow, ow, ow. See? I like that. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Do what I want. I'm a grown-ass man. You're not my real dad, and I'll do what I want. Pretty simple. Ooh, look at this. A new beer.
The beer hand.
Oh, beer hand. He is back. Yeah, I wouldn't be fucking surprised there, fucking Marcus. You spent my fucking look. I told you, keep the money. Just send me my fucking card. It's the only fucking card I got. I want it. So, it's an interesting scenario. Me having to ref this shit because I'm a fucking strict ref. And if I've got to tell you a third time to straighten your shoulders, you just start getting fouls, right? Like, just because we're almost there, that's whatever people really like to start cranking those shoulders. Because I stopped watching that because I'm ready to stay going. I'm just making sure the hands are where they're supposed to be, and you lose track of the shoulders. But I don't, because I know that's whatever I start turning my shoulders.
I have a question. If two guys say they want to start in a hook, can you as a referee allow that?
No.
You can't do that.
Nope. That's not my job. My job is to start the match square, center, and that's it. If you guys want to sink into a hook on go, it's like, okay, look, I'm going to start you straight, and then when I yell go, both of you just fucking bang in. Like, can't do it. Unfortunately, not allowed to do it. Unless the promoter that's paying me tells me there's a fucking different set of rules, I'll go by the rules that are being used.
Do you see the comment from Burgoyne's pointy shoulders?
Hey, they're getting a little rounded here. Getting there. We're working on it. I'm gonna be strong as fuck for September.
Are you going to have a match?
BeeeEeers is ranked 10th in Ottawa. Culliganator surpassed Evan, bringing sexy back, bringing a gold medal back to Canada. Now, the Culliganator did fucking show out down in West Virginia, and he won the Masters at the East versus West finals. So, not bad, not bad. Somebody keeps asking about the background. Still having major internet issues here. So, down in the man cave where I've got the High Hookers banner, my cell phone to hotspot the internet just doesn't fucking work with the stone wall. So I got to keep my phone up by the window. These are just blackout curtains. So I got to
Feel
set
your pain.
Yeah,
I got you. Sounds good.
so yeah,
Hey,
I'm quite interested. I told you, I don't want to ref this. Look, I would rather watch the match than ref the match. I don't really like reffing. It's not fun. But I definitely don't want to ref this one.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a referee or any kind of official in any, like an umpire or a referee in any kind of sporting event. I would not want to do it at
Yeah.
all.
So he's trying to hire a master level referee for one match, just so I don't have to do it.
It's just so you don't have to do Devin's match.
Yeah. All of everything else. I don't want to do Devon's. I want to watch that match. So if I get the choice, I'd rather not be reffing it either. Might have to do it though. Also, on Thursday, I think I got to fucking commentate the Ottawa High Hookers event. They're having their live pay-per-view.
When is that?
Matthias Bedard has like tried out this new pay-per-view platform thing. So they got a super match card coming up on Thursday. It's going to be a good one.
This Thursday?
Matthias?
This Thursday?
Yeah, this Thursday.
Yeah.
So I'll be down there doing like the MC stuff on it. It's not there's nobody like in that world level that the names are known around the world, but around here there's some pretty good matchups that it looks like it's going to be a good night of arm wrestling. So we'll definitely get to see some good matches, I think.
Is it going to be a lot of guys from Montreal coming over to have matches against the Hookers or what?
I think there's some Montreal. I think there's a lot of Gatineau. So still a lot of Quebec versus Ottawa. But I will try to get a hold of Matthias, see if he can post links and shit for us here. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Oi,
So-
Roy.
So crazy Uncle Jim,
Yes, sir.
you had a job interview with who?
I had a job interview with Columbia Earthworks. And so remember how you asked me if I've ever ran a D8? Like all the equipment I used to run was smaller, and yeah, now I'm gonna be running D8s and D10s and running massive fucking equipment.
Yeah,
Like
that's a
real
big.
true earth movers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
so it's pretty badass. It's like $10 more an hour too, starting.
Yeah.
But I had it basically the job interview basically was like, before you can fill out an application or get hired, I need you to show me what you're capable of. And so I'm like, okay, fair enough. And I showed up today on a job site, and he's like, hog this dirt over here for the loader, and I did that for a couple hours, and then I got the job.
Well, good.
Hell yeah. It was fun being a big, I mean, that machine was fucking huge. It was a Komatsu 300. I think it's about like almost 100,000 pound machine. Fucking massive. It was a lot of fun.
Was it an excavator or a bulldozer?
Excavator.
Yeah.
That's my main piece of equipment. That's what I have the most seat time in. That's the machine I like to run the most. And if you can run a fucking excavator, you can run fucking anything.
Yeah, especially if you can efficiently do the hooking and the dumping and the moving all at one time. If you can do those sticks the right way, which I never got that good at it, but if you do it for a living, I'm sure you can just seamlessly scoop and dump and turn and scoop and dump.
The biggest thing to remember is, even though those machines are like huge pieces of iron, they are basically eggs. You got to be careful with them. And slow is smooth and smooth is fast.
Oh.
Like if you're really good and you're really fast, you're gonna look slow. And if you're fucking terrible at what you do, you're gonna look fast and you're gonna fuck up your machine.
Yeah, you're herky jerky.
Yeah. But the number one rule is to move your dirt once, and that's the hardest part, is strategizing. Like, what am I gonna do to move this dirt and not touch it again? And It sounds easy, but it's really fucking hard.
Yeah, you have to kind of envision where you want to pile the stuff up at.
Yeah, exactly. People don't even understand, but it is hard. It's all about strategy and stuff like that.
What's up, gangsters?
The one comment to the chat I wanted to address before we get to our next guest is Red Catman Studios asked or said, "Hey, Beerman, can't wait for you to come to Nationals here at Cape Breton." I really don't know if that's happening anymore. Said dickhead fucking smashed my bike up. The likelihood of me having my bike back by then is real fucking low. You're gonna have to start a GoFundMe or something so I can get a new bike. Fuck
Yeah.
Oh, is your bike like fucked?
Looks like it's a lot more damage than I thought was to it whenever I brought it in. Forks are bent, handlebars are all twisted. The replacement cost just in parts is kind of worth more than the blue book value of the bike itself, which is what they base their shit off.
Brutal.
That means it's totaled.
Probably. And they ain't gonna pay you as much as with what they give you, you'd never be able to replace it.
Right, because the insurance companies are the fucking scam.
Right. Like they pay out blue book value on the bike. I'd have about half of the money needed to replace the bike. So kind of fucked.
Lame. Well, doesn't buddy who hit you, doesn't he have to fucking pay for it?
We'll find out, but I don't think so.
What if you threaten him?
You don't get any money.
He doesn't even speak English.
Oh yeah, he will. The harder you hit him, it's like a cue ball. The harder you hit him, the more English you'll get out of him.
Yeah. I was always told that violence is the universal language.
It is.
I don't care what language you speak. Fuck you comes in loud and clear.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flip them off. That's the like universal, right? Everybody knows that.
I've got a buddy who's got one of those little Mossberg. Have you seen the little Mossberg? It's a pump shotgun with a pistol grip on it. The whole thing's only about like 2 feet long. You ever
Yeah,
seen
the
one of
little
those?
830s or whatever they are.
Yeah, a little Mossberg.
So-
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
Mossbergs.
Look, coach guns.
well, but it's only got a pistol grip on it. It doesn't even have the stock.
They call it a sawed-off shotgun.
Well, but it's not because it started out with a pistol grip. Anyway, long story
Yeah.
short, a buddy of mine has one of those that he keeps in his truck, and he drove up to his house one day, and across the highway from his house is his farmland, and there's pecan trees right there on the right of way, and he sees there's like 4 or 5 Mexicans pulled over there, and they're picking up all his pecans, and he gets out and he's like, "Hey, what the hell are y'all doing? Y'all can't take my pecans." And they're like, "We don't, no comprende, no comprende." And he reached in his truck and he pulled that fucking Mossberg out and he went, "Shh." And that, you know what?
Comprende.
That motherfucker spoke Spanish. They understood that. They got the fuck out of there.
That's true. Like you'll get the point across real quick without English if you have to. But White Wolf super chatted in. What happened with your bike? Details. Basically, I rode the bike down to Ottawa to go practice with those boys. I was like 500 fucking yards. Does that sound about accurate, Matthias?
Yeah, you're right on
500
Carling, right? Or right at
yards.
the.
Maryville, where Clyde. I turned off.
Oh, sorry, right on
Clyde
Maryville. Yeah, okay, yeah.
So
You-
I was
You're
on
literally like,
Maryville,
yeah, literally right down the street. Yeah,
like 500 yards, baby.
yeah, if that. Yeah.
If that. And that dickhead came in on one lane, I was on the other lane, and he just decided he wanted to use my lane and moved into my lane and swamped me. So sucked. No more bike. Now I'm all sore.
Oh, so did it hit you too, or you just the pain from falling
do you do?
over?
He didn't fall over.
I didn't fall over. I kept the bike up, but
Yeah.
it's really hard to fight a car. And I had about, this much room before I got put into the cement median into a road sign. So basically I just body checked that motherfucker back out of my way so I could ride it out. I'm pretty fucking strong. It was like super impressive. If I wasn't like superhero-ish, I probably would have died. Luckily my leg is super fucking tough. And all those years of taking those Muay Thai kicks, when the car hit me, it couldn't get through my leg to get out the motor or anything. So the engine's still fine. Everything else is fucked up that my leg wasn't protecting.
No, it's just nerve
I can't
damage.
believe
Like
you
your
didn't
leg's
fucking break
broken,
my
you
leg
just
or
couldn't
cut
feel
off,
it.
Seriously.
So
What?
basically, if it wasn't for the fact that you have an iron cock, you would have been a pink mess on the road.
I seriously don't know how my leg wasn't broken or cut off.
Did he hit your crash bar, right?
So yeah, he smashed a crash bar, which folded that all in. My floorboard's fucking carved up. My brake arm is gone.
Hey, run with me.
The saddlebags and tour pack are all fucked up. Like the muffler, like my pipes are all fucking dented.
Jesus, man, he fucking swiped the fuck out of you.
Yeah, and
Ooh,
I just have scratches all over my legs.
that's a beautiful dog.
I might be like that Bruce Willis in that movie Glass.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I never saw that.
Oh, it's pretty good.
It's a good show, man. It's a good show. Or movie.
Unbreakable. Unbreakable is the name of the movie.
Unbreakable.
Well, that's
yeah,
the first one, and then there's Split, and then Glass.
Right. I haven't seen Glass. Yeah.
Oh, Glass is awesome. There's one
It's good,
scene
yeah?
in particular that what's his name? Is it McAvoy or fucking McEwen? McAvoy. The new Xavier or Professor X on the fucking new
Yeah,
X-Men movie.
James McAvoy.
Yeah, that dude. He should have got a fucking Oscar just for that one scene where he played fucking all 14 personalities in 35 seconds in one straight shot without cuts. Fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. The guy from yeah. Okay, I remember that movie now. Yeah. But no, I haven't seen Glass, but he was in Split too, right?
Yeah, Split.
Yeah.
What a fucking retarded awesome movie.
Can't
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah, I know, but I don't give a fuck. I got my bike smashed up, but I just don't give a fuck about too many things right now. Whatever. When that guy fucking shoots one bullet and it goes around an entire round fucking room and headshots everybody, fuck off. I mean, you're really stretching it now. A little, okay. You explain a bit of theory. It's all fucked up. Not a real thing. Whatever. It's a movie. But to shoot a bullet in a fucking circle, Jesus.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, most
Another
movies
super
do
chat from
guns
Wolf
bad,
here.
right?
Well, all movies do guns bad. But to shoot in
Yeah.
a fucking circle with a fucking diameter of 40 feet, get out of here. Anyways, Wolf with another super chat. Sorry to hear that, buddy. From someone who lost a 2003 Ultra Classic Firefighter Edition in a 2-car collision in 15, but walked away clean. Glad you walked away. Lots don't, buddy. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm fucking super happy that I'm okay. I mean, I'm fucking beat to shit and sore, but you know, nothing's broken, so that's a bonus. But yeah, when you fucking have some other dickhead that doesn't know how to fucking drive, fucks up, smashes your shit up, and now you're out. It's a piss off. But yeah, I appreciate it, Wolf. Thank you. Matthias, I had originally sent the invite to you.
Yeah.
To talk about Thursday.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm probably gonna pick you up.
On your bike,
Wow, okay.
you get some
Yeah.
back.
So sorry,
Like-
one sec. I was just
In
picking.
a single
I was
leg?
picking up dog poop. I
Was it
can
warm?
if you
Oh,
want.
you're picking up dog poop. You're getting ready for Thursday.
Yeah, there you go. No, so I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go set everything up probably at like 11 o'clock, 12ish. We're gonna set everything up. We'll do a test run of like the audio and whatnot, and then as soon as we're done, which will probably I'm assuming around like 1 or 2, it'll be done. And then you said like at latest you're good to be picked up at 4, right?
What?
Okay, I could pick you up at your place at 4 o'clock.
Maybe.
Okay, well let me know
told
what.
you it depends on how good my kid got at fucking Mario Kart.
Yeah. So what's the latest time you think?
Probably 4:30.
Okay, yeah. So what I'll do is I'll
So
aim
what
to
time's the
be
event
your.
run till?
What's that?
What time does the event run till?
Okay, so we start at 8, 12 matches. Some of the matches will be pretty quick. I'm gonna assume.
12 matches.
Yeah.
Are they 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 5?
3 out of 5.
12 matches.
Yeah.
So
So
we're
I
like
think
midnight.
I think no, I think we do faster than that. I think we could do it by 11. I think 3 hours. I think is.
Who's
what we do.
reffing?
Devin.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty optimistic, but no, I think because some of the matches are going to be pretty quick. So I have some
Dude,
idea on how some of
Round
them are going
one
to go.
of me versus Paul Maiden was 45 fucking minutes.
That was insane.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to have. We might have one match that's like that. That's it. I don't think the rest of them will be like that.
Yeah, because Devin just goes, are you good? Yeah, are you good? Y'all both
Yeah.
good? All right, go.
Oh, Devin just asked if both guys are good. He doesn't wait for them to answer. He just yells, go.
Yeah. Yeah, he just goes by eyebrows. He's like, yeah, eyebrows look neutral. Let's go.
Look, nobody was fucking saying no, so I said go. Right? It's either no or
Yeah.
go. That's it.
Silence is consent.
No, because I think like the first there's a lot of guys on there that's kind of like their first like match, like first kind of big deal. So I feel like those guys are not gonna fuck around as much. But the later
No,
matches,
they're
like
gonna
probably
listen
the
when
last.
they're told.
What's that?
Those guys listen when they get told.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm saying those ones will be pretty quick. I'm gonna say the last 3 matches that are on there, those ones there might be some fucking around.
Matthias, though, if you've got 60 seconds between rounds
Yeah.
You're looking at 3 minutes, right? Plus your
Yeah.
setup time of a minute around. You're at
Yeah.
6 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
So if those matches are flashes, and there's no fucking around really
Yeah.
outside of that, you can get a match done in 6 minutes, which is like basically as fast as you can, and that's a 3-0.
Yeah, no, I don't think all of them would be like that, but there's probably gonna be 2 on there that are gonna be like that. Yeah.
Well, a 15-minute match is a fairly quick super match.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So if that's a quick super match, you can fit 4 of those motherfuckers in an hour. You got 12 to do. You got at least 3 hours worth of fucking, if there's no long ones.
Yeah, no, you might be right. So it might go a bit over. It might go a bit over.
Look,
Maybe
I
I'm being
know I'm
optimistic.
right. You know how I know I'm
but
right? Because I'm talking. And when I'm talking, I'm always right.
All right, so let's have bets. Let's have bets on how long it's going to take.
How many
Is
matches?
that, on our
And-
bets?
And remember, I can pull the plug whenever I want.
How many matches?
There's 12 matches.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
3
but
hours.
honestly, I think the first 6 will be very fast. So I honestly think that the first like probably within the first like hour and 20 minutes, I think those will be gone right through.
We did a 10
So-
match. New beer. We did a 10 match super event in 2 super match event in 2 hours.
Okay, so it's possible then.
Yeah, as long as people are ready to go, nobody's fucking around. If setups go smoothly and the matches aren't super long, and I was probably my match was one of the 9, and I probably took up 25% of the whole time because
Yeah. Yeah, no, originally we were only going to do 8 matches, but then as soon as people started getting matches on the card, everybody was like, oh, I want one. I was like, okay, fine, whatever, fuck it. But then I drew the line at 12. There was a few others that wanted to jump on afterwards, but I said, man, unless like 2 or 3 people back out, like that's it. I can't have this thing running all night.
So then you're driving me home after that as well.
Yeah, I'll give you a ride home. Yeah.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Why? Because you got to spend an hour and a half in the car with me twice.
I don't mind that part, but you got fucking 3 hours of driving with me, which is probably not great for you, and then 3 hours of driving alone.
You don't have a bike?
Fuck, whatever, man.
You're not gonna pick him up on your bike?
No, like honestly, like I probably did more driving today. Like I went back and forth to the hospital like fucking 4 times. My wife got she tore her knee like last week, and now they think she's got a blood clot. So I've just been driving back and forth trying to get that fucking sorted out.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's not.
Canadian healthcare system sucks, by the way. I'd rather fucking pay than have to deal with this bullshit.
Well, the hilarious thing
Just
is there's kind of a prevailing myth from all the lefty communists here in this country that, oh, well, people just go to Canada because it's so much easier to get healthcare there. And it's like I've not heard any of you people from Canada say it's a great deal, which go figure.
Everybody who thinks the system is awesome has never been to the hospital. But no, honestly, like you can get lucky. Like sometimes like you'll get seen well, but like I'm gonna say my experience, like 80% of the time, it's like they don't give a shit, and it's like everything's delayed. Like, so she tore her knee almost 2 weeks ago, and it took it took about 2 weeks to get a ultrasound appointment. And the only reason she was able to get it is because she literally was just like calling like everywhere trying to get referrals, and like, anyways, it was a complete pain in the ass. But what I'll say is when I tore my knee, which this is like 14 years ago, I got an ultrasound like that day. Like I went to the hospital, I got it done that day, everything was good to go. But now everything just seems like it's so fucking slow.
In America, it's actually very easy to get free insurance. You know how you get free insurance? You get a good fucking job, especially a union job. You want free insurance? Just get a good job. and you get free insurance.
Well, it's not free, but I mean, I get what you're saying.
Well,
Yeah.
Nothing's free.
I mean, obviously there's a deductible, but I have to deduct, like, I've had a lot of surgeries, and when I had those surgeries, I was under my mom's insurance or my dad's insurance.
Good boy.
But I've had like half a dozen. I've had 6 surgeries, and I've never had to really pay shit for them. Just
I don't know,
That's-
but geez, it's not all that bad sometimes. Like I spent my morning at the ER today because I'm all beat to shit and I wanted some shit looked at. And like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I got in through Emerge, saw the doctor, had a CAT scan, and was back out the door by 11.
Yeah. So which hospital did you go to?
Pembroke, which is always the slowest fucking hospital ever. Anytime somebody in Pembroke needs to go to the ER, if they can drive and they're capable of doing it, they will either drive to 40 minutes to Renfrew or 40 minutes the other way to Deep River, because our hospital in Pembroke is slow as fuck.
Yeah.
But I was 3 hours basically in and out the door with getting a CAT scan.
Yeah. No, well, that's what I was saying. Like 20% of the time, like you're good. It's the other 80 when like they just don't take you in as a real emergency, I guess, right?
Yeah. Now, if you need to get an MRI or a CAT scan or a fucking anything for something that's not through Emerge, 6 months, we'll get to you.
Yeah.
But if you go into Emerge,
Oh yeah.
and it's not super busy that day, you're like walking through it.
It's almost like everything government touches turns to shit.
say like
Well,
in 2015.
Like put this for example. So when
I'm sorry. You good? Or in 2015, I worked for Evergreen Tree Care. I had a good job and had good insurance. And yeah, I had a $2,000 deductible. I had to pay at the start of the year. But in 2015, I went to like 3 different rehabs and had surgery. I racked up over $100,000 and only had to pay $2,000. So if you live in America, all you got to do is get a good fucking job. You know, that's it. And then you have basically free insurance.
Yeah, but that's really tough to do when you're lazy and you don't want to work.
Well, then go fucking take a header off a tall bridge if you don't want to work. You know, like
Well,
that's the problem with America. No one wants to work.
why don't you just let me borrow your ID and I'll go use your fucking insurance? Jesus.
Evan, you work. You're a professional arm wrestler and you do a YouTube channel. That's working. Close enough.
Yeah, well, that both makes you your own boss. You're a fucking subcontractor at best on both of those things, and you ain't getting a fucking health plan with that.
Hey, buddy, I've seen your YouTube money checks. I see the Ferrari in the driveway. I see what you're up to.
Well, I can't even get a new Harley. Fuck a Ferrari. I wish there was a Ferrari in my driveway because I would sell that motherfucker in a second and go get me a new goddamn bike.
Well, then sell the Ferrari then. Sell it.
Square bodies. Square bodies.
Not mine. That's actually Marcus's. He just like shipped it over and asked me to hold it so he has something to drive when he comes this summer. Plus, I can't actually drive a Ferrari. I tried once. Can't do it. There's no fucking way that I can get my foot on the gas pedal without being on the brake at the same time.
Oh, because the pedals are so fucking close together.
There's this much room to fit stuff. It doesn't work. Like, I'm sure you'd be fine. But my knees are up on the dash and I can't use one pedal at the same time. Like, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever drove a supercar or anything like that. I'm trying to think.
I can't fit in them.
Me neither. Because the one time I got the opportunity to, I couldn't fucking do it because my feet don't fucking fit. It was bullshit. It was actually at the beer wife's dad's wedding. Some drunk guy was like, "Hey, who's sober? Drive to the store and get me smokes." And I was like shuttling people around at the time. And Like, I'm sober, but car's kind of blocked in. But he's like, here, throws me the keys, and I know what these fucking keys are. Look at him. He's like, yeah, the Ferrari at the back. You can get out with it. Fuck, don't gotta tell
Some
me
guy
twice.
gave you fucking keys to a Ferrari?
Yeah, when I was 20.
When you're 20,
Wow.
who was it?
And I don't even know who the guy is. I don't know
Yeah,
what his
some-
fucking name
some
is.
guy
but he was
who
that-
clearly didn't know Evan.
Yeah, no shit.
It was the wife's dad's wedding, though. So I was sober at this point still because I was doing a lot of the driving around. And he didn't even ask if I could drive standard. He just threw me the keys. Like, fuck, okay. He was fucking wasted. And I tried to go get in the fucking car, and I could not use the gas pedal without pushing the brakes all the way down too. There's no fucking way I could do this. So we had to let my brother-in-law drive it, which pissed me off. Also, my ass doesn't fit in those goddamn bucket seats.
Yeah, my buddy had one of those little Infinity.
No, we're talking about nice cars, Roy. Shut up.
He had those seats that had the sides on them on the side, and I was too wide to sit in the damn thing. It was like uncomfortable as hell.
You ever think about not being fat?
G35 or a G37, I guess. Probably.
Real crack, Roy.
I cannot remember. It was just the little 2-door turbo 6-cylinder Infinity. Yeah, Infinity.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, it's probably a G.
I think it was a G something.
Either a Lancer or an Eclipse. I don't fucking follow those cars too much, but it's got the bucket seats, and I can't sit back. Like, both of those rails are right near your shoulder blades. Like, it's just not meant for like men.
Yeah.
See, that's why I chose to be 4 feet tall.
They're unmanly fucking vehicles.
Yeah, that's why I chose to be 4 feet tall. I can fit in all those, no problems, no
There
problems.
you go. I sat in my buddy's C7 Corvette. I put the seat all the way back, and it was perfect for me. I'm under 5'8". I'm like 5'7".
He's 5'4 3/4.
Either way, I put the seat all the way back in my buddy's Corvette, and I fit in it perfect.
See, I couldn't sit. The problem with me is
Matthias thinks he's got a problem at 5'6", trying to make 180. Fucking
How much-
Uncle Jim at 5'4 3/4 can't make 280.
I can make 170 or 175. I could do that.
No, you used
Hey,
to do that. You have literally
I
failed
still can,
every
'cause-
attempt at making 170 that you have tried since you got into arm wrestling. So fuck off.
That is a lie.
That is
a lie.
Because you have
That's a
fucked
lie.
it up every time.
I tried to
What do you
make
mean that's a lie?
165 for the auto open, and that was too much. But I did make it to 174. I was
Yeah, but you didn't
174
make
when I said fuck
170
this shit.
What do you mean that's a lie?
No, but I never tried to make 170. I tried to make 165.
Right, and you failed and landed above 170.
I think you have to go past 170 to get to 165. I'm pretty sure.
I'm just saying, you've never been able to successfully make 170 since you started arm wrestling. So don't fucking tell me that you can do it no problem.
Listen,
You are as
I
tall
got-
laying
what's-
down as you are standing up.
so now you're just being rude.
I want to
Now you're
see
being
you
rude.
and crazy Uncle Jim both fold yourself into little balls, and by that I mean sit down, and then just roll you both down a fucking hill.
Listen, words hurt, Evan. Words hurt. Okay.
No, Audi's hitting you in the side.
My little-
hurt.
No, but what are the weight classes for the Arm Gods qualifiers?
2
there?
pounds
There's
less than you
175,
fucking
right?
stop at.
So 172.
Yeah, it must be. I mean, unless you make 172, that is 170. Look, it's Arm Gods. We do what we want, and what we want is to fuck you around, Matthias.
Damn it!
A heavyweight cap. It's like 240, something. 240. What's the heavyweight cap? I'll start
Oh,
smoking.
fuck. You
I'll
are
smoke
way
crack.
over that.
I'll start smoking crack right now to make that.
So our super heavyweight division has a ow, fuck, I love being me. Our super heavyweight division actually has a maximum weight capacity of 2 pounds less than you are.
2 and 8. I'm not trying to arm wrestle someone my weight. Like, I'm trying to like make heavyweight, but I got a lot. I got like 60 pounds or plus to lose. But the good news is,
Heavyweight's like 242.
dude, I can make 242. I just gotta. By the way, this is my last day.
You are way closer to 342 than you are to 242. What do you mean you're gonna make 242? Holy
listen,
fuck!
Listen,
What is wrong with short people being delusional?
listen.
Hey, I'm gonna head inside. I'll come back in like 2 seconds. Give me
You
like,
got like
2
40
minutes.
pounds of fucking face, Uncle Jim. How are you gonna make 242?
Well, this last winter, I was drinking a fucking half gallon a day and just eating a lot, and I've just been like stupid and dumb. But dude, like most of my life, I've been, well,
Short and fat?
yeah, but most of my life I've been like 240 and in pretty good, decent shape, I guess. I don't know, but
240
last
at
year-
5'4" and 3/4 is not in pretty good, decent shape.
I mean,
When was the last time you've been able to tie your own shoes?
I can tie my boots still, yeah. But
How old were you when you had to buy your first shoehorn?
I don't have a shoehorn. I wear boots. But anyways, I'm just telling you,
When was
man.
the
Like,
last time you have seen your own penis?
well,
Without a mirror that
it
you're
was today-
standing
it
over
was-
top
it was-
of and
it was
using a
today.
second mirror to get the angle.
It was today, but I had to pull it back. I see it. I have to take my phone and like take a picture like this. You're like, oh,
You got 3 different mirrors set up so you can hit the right angle. Like, there it is.
it's,
Hey,
it's
buddy,
still
how you
tiny.
doing?
It's still 3 inches fully erect, but yeah, at least I know. By the way, someone should make a troll account and call it Paul Maiden's 3-inch erect penis. That would be hilarious.
Why are you giving him so much credit?
Okay, 2.5-inch erect.
So you guys don't like Paul Maiden?
Why do
No,
I like
he's-
that man?
No,
He
he
fucking
insults me.
pushed Jake, man. Like Jake is like the nicest guy in the world. Why the fuck would you push that man? Especially after his
Was I
surgery.
hit him in the fucking head with a beer can and he wanted to get at me?
Yeah, true.
Look, I get it
understand.
though. Like, why would you be mad at Jake? Why would you try to push Jake? Jake is literally saving your fucking life.
I mean, I don't give a fuck about your guys' drama because that's your guys' shit. But when he fucking put his hands on Jake, I'm like, you know what? Fuck this motherfucker, dude. Like, what the fuck's that guy's problem pushing
Look,
Jake? Like,
I'm a fucking nice guy. He put his hands on me. Fuck you.
I know you had every right. Like, I was disappointed because I thought you were gonna like uppercut him right in his shit talking mouth. Instead, you slapped him with a beer. I thought that was rather nice of you.
I had a beer in my hand. And honestly, God, I thought I was just going to smack him with it. And he was going to look like a bitch in front of everybody. I did not expect him to actually try to do something about it. I thought it was just going to be funny, But
It
don't
was
fucking
hilarious.
touch me because I will do something. And yeah,
Yeah, I thought it was
it's
hilarious
funny
till he
though because
pushed
he's a
Jake, and then
giant
I was
pussy.
just
There's
fucking
no
pissed.
way he doesn't know he's a giant pussy. How did he possibly think it was going to go well? I think he pushed Jake, trying to make sure that he stayed in the way. Like, hold me back, motherfucker.
Hold me back. Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude
Hey,
just
Spike,
had
hey, pal,
surgery.
buddy, old pal. How you doing? What's that?
Well, the dude just had surgery, right? And I can feel that because I had surgery right before I went in to fucking Yakima, which is jail. It's not prison, but it's, Anyways, I got into an altercation and the motherfucker punched me right in my fucking belly button where I had my surgery for my hernia, ripped my stitches, and I know, you shouldn't be fucking hitting people or pushing people if they just had surgery, man. Like the guy just had surgery. You're gonna be like fucking pushing them and shit.
I just had motherfucking hernia surgery. This guy hit me with a fucking car. Fuck that guy.
I know, right?
Now, I got to stop making fun of you and Matthias for being short because apparently my wife's watching. She's fucking 4'10", and she
Like
ain't
a four-
happy about me making short jokes.
Well, all she's got to do is get taller.
Wow, honey, you got to wear heels to be short.
My mom's
She's-
like 5'2". My mom's pretty short. I
It's
adopted.
awesome though, except she's so fucking short. She needs a riser to go down on me. Like she can't. There's no getting your knees. You got to get a stool.
Like, my family's like really into Dobermans. We had a lot of Dobermans growing up, and my mom is 5'2" and 110 pounds. Like she is a small woman. And one time our Doberman like growled and nipped at one of my buddy's dogs, and my mom came up and just scooped him over the neck and just bam, and then jumped on top of him and started choking him like, motherfucker, what are you doing? And I'm like, dude, my mom's terrifying. My mom scares the hell out of me. She's 110 pounds and 5'2". Like she'll fuck you up, man.
My mom ain't 110 pounds, but
My
she
mom's
fucking scares
crazy as
me.
fuck.
I pissed my dad off one day real good. My dad is quite a large man. He's fucking strong. If I was as strong as my dad, I wouldn't have to worry about a weight class. I'd just whoop all you motherfuckers. But I pissed him off, thinking I was tough, talking back when I was like 18, and he decided, all right, it's time to fucking let you know where your fucking role is in this pecking order. And he was coming to teach me. And my mother realized that she was about to watch her least favorite son die.
I mean,
And she ran in. My dad's like 330 pounds. He's a big motherfucker. And my mom ran in between us, and she caught him and hip tossed my dad right over top of the island through the kitchen table. And
Damn.
I was terrible. Another time, I had my, I think it was my youngest brother, the Duckfoot. I was only 14, so he was like 8. And we used to play, little WWF wrestling shit. And I had him on the ground, and I had my hand, a hold of his hair, and I was punching the back of my hand so you hear the big slap, right?
Yeah.
But my mom came around the corner in the hallway, and she just sees her 14-year-old son beating the living shit out of her fucking 8-year-old son, and she hit me with an uppercut with like a 15-foot run. Took me, I'm like 200 pounds, and she took me off the floor where I was beating on him, and I landed like on the top of the couch, my back against the wall. That really fucking hurt. My mom is possibly stronger than my dad is, when you do the whole ratio of male female and all that other shit. I would never fuck around with my mom.
My mom's like 100%. My mom's like almost 100% German and 1,000% just. I'll tell you right now, man. My mom, like, as a man, you do anything to protect your mother, but my mom wouldn't. My mom doesn't need protection. I'd eat popcorn while I'd watch her kill a man. She's fucking insane. She's so crazy. But I love her to death.
Protection. She would beat the shit out of her boyfriend in a real fight, but she'd never have to if anyone was around. Like, you don't fuck around with my mama. That's no
my
go.
Mom's scared.
Hey,
my
I
mom's
gotta go
scared.
take a piss, so
Fuck yeah.
I'm gonna be back, boys.
All right, well, I'll tell Roy a little story then here real quick.
All right.
But, so when I was like 13 years old, I was a fucking little piece of shit kid. I don't know what the fuck was wrong with me. I just had too much energy. I used to steal my my parents' cars. I used to steal my brother's cars. And I go on joyrides at night. My mom found this out. She took me to like a few therapists and shit. That didn't work out. And then I even went to this doctor, and they like scanned my brain because I just wasn't sleeping, man, at night. I wasn't sleeping during the day either. My brain was just like overactive. And the doctor prescribed my mother these drugs to give me, and they're like for to make me sleepy, so I'd sleep at night. She was like, to tranquilize me, so I'd go to sleep at night. Well,
Yeah.
They were kind of fucking with my head a little bit, and I didn't like it. And I like told my mom I didn't want to take the shit anymore. And then she was like, "You don't take this, I'm gonna call the cops, and like you're gonna go to I told my buddy George about this, and he's like, your mom can't force you to take drugs and then kick you out of the house and do what you say. Like you're a minor. Da, 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 da. So one day I refused to take these like pills that were supposed to make me go to sleep because my mom just wanted me to not steal her cars and go run amok during the middle of the fucking night. I did. You know, I was a bad child, and she was just trying to look out for me. But when I refused to take him, I was like, I'm a minor. And when I refused to take him, she's like, get the fuck out of my house. And I'm like, I'm a minor and you can't do that. And I was like, go ahead and call the cops. She took the phone and like threw it down, and she fucking hit me hard with something. I'm not gonna say what, but she hit me hard and like she attacked me. She started beating my head. And I pushed her off of me, and then she yelled for my brother, but my brother was in the shower. And so my brother comes running into the room, buck naked, tackles me, and starts just punching me in the face, just boo, boo, boo. I grabbed his dick and almost pulled it off. He jumped up.
Okay, whoa.
I ran out of the house.
I'm just coming back to this conversation. Did he just like pull somebody's dick off?
And
It was
I grabbed that
related.
shit, I twisted it and I pulled so fucking hard. He jumped up. I ran out the house, man. I ran away. I didn't come back for like a week. Anyways, that's just you go ahead and tell the story now, somebody else.
Oh, like what kind of story can follow that?
Well, I mean, I'm a bit of a one-upper. So
How many dicks have you touched, Evan?
we'll get to it in a second. I got a super chat from White Wolf that I didn't read out. Shout out to the Culganator on his Masters win over the weekend. Congrats, Sean. Hope to see you at Armed Gods Canada, buddy. I would almost guarantee that he will be there. But so a buddy of mine, well, maybe a buddy of my dad's, wrong generation, but real fun guy to drink with. He was probably built like crazy Uncle Jim. But when he was young as a teenager, he wasn't broadened out or real big or anything yet. And, you know, bullies like to fuck on people back then. Like, what is that, the 70s in school and high school and shit? And there was this one dude that always liked to bully him. And every time he was at a house party, you walk over to him and he'd push him down onto the couch or into the corner. It's like, I'm going to make you suck my cock. And the one day he said, fuck it. You know what? I'm just going to do it. Pull it out. Let me do it so you can fucking leave me alone for the rest of my life, okay? And the guy's like, what? Flops it out. And then he fucking reached up and bit down on that motherfucking thing as hard as he could. There was fucking blood flying, and this guy's screaming. Everybody's trying to convince him to let go. And he's like yelling at the guy through his bar.
What do you mean, everybody? There was people watching? Like, what the fuck do you mean, everybody?
Yeah, there was like fucking 40, 50 people there at a house party. And he would not let fucking go. Fucking blood squirting out of his teeth, and he's snarling, yelling at the guy, fucking try it again. So when he tells me this story like 20 years later, all I can come up with is like, seriously, Daddy, you just told me an entire story about how you've had a cock in your mouth, right? That's what you're trying to tell me. I mean, I'm kind of impressed. That's one way to get a bully to leave you alone. You bite his dick off. Who's the bigger man now? I still have a dick. You don't.
Let that be a lesson to you. Always make sure the set of teeth your dick is going into are friendly.
I would rather not have my dick in a mouth that has teeth at all.
Ideally, yeah.
Fuck teeth. Fuck teeth. You ever see that movie Teeth?
Oh, I saw like a preview for it. I never watched the movie, but fuck, man. That's fucked up.
I'm out. That's it. I don't care how good looking you are. If your vagina has a set of fucking teeth, I'm out. I don't care if it's just dentures and you put it in there as a joke. I'm fucking leaving.
What if it's like Megan Fox?
I can have this girl sucking my dick.
What if it was?
She's not that hard.
Megan Fox? Oh yeah, she got toe thumbs, but like everything
if
else
it's
is
Megan
okay.
Fox, I'm probably not going to be there in the first place. Fuck that bitch.
It's crazy as hell. But I
Whatever.
She could stick to her fucking MGK or whatever the fuck else she's fucking dealing with. She
Oh, her
ain't
girlfriend.
Fucking,
Yeah.
man. No. Fuck that.
That guy's not a
bitch.
dude. That's not a dude.
Megan Fox isn't that hot.
Ah, she's okay. She's all right.
I don't even know who these hot young little celebrities are now.
I mean, she's
Young,
not
she's
even
probably
that young.
older than
I mean,
us.
you're just really fucking old, Roy.
Yeah, I mean,
Megan Fox is probably early 40s, right? She's got to be.
You start
No,
talking
I don't
about
think she's
hot.
old- I don't think she's as old as we are.
I think so. I think she's older.
I think she's a few years younger.
He's like half your age, Roy.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you
Somebody
start
Google
talking,
how old Megan Fox. Fucking figure
Okay.
it out.
37.
all right.
37. So
Fucking
she's
Roy
close.
Googles everything.
She's
Yeah,
close.
see, a couple years younger than us.
She looks older though.
you start talking about like hot celebrities. I still think of names like Raquel Welch and Sophia Loren and
And nobody else is old enough to know who the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't actually know who that is.
Kate Beckinsale.
Oh,
No,
I
Kate
can know
Beckinsale? What? No.
Oh man, Underworld,
No.
the original Underworld, when she did the superhero landing in the leather pants.
She's fucking hot.
I masturbated to that on VHS a lot.
She's mid. She's mid,
you
man.
Think,
Whatever.
you think LeVon's wrist injury was bad? You should have seen mine. Like, shit was fucking. Anyways,
Watching Underworld, yeah.
Kate Beckinsale. She's fucking smoking ass fucking hot.
As far as celebrities go,
I'm just
she's
not a
like
fan
a
of
6.
Megan Fox.
6.
First of all, I don't like abs on women. I mean, just a preference. Not a fan.
Megan Fox
And
has
I don't
abs?
want her ass to be at least big enough for me to set my gut on, right? Like, I need someone to put this. I don't want to be carrying this the whole time. I'm going to run out of fucking energy because I'm too tired holding myself.
Listen,
Fucking
any chick that can
doesn't
support
bother
your
having
gut,
sex 'cause
in a
nobody's
plank,
holding that fucking thing.
she's gonna have to have
Nothing you wanna
abs to
fucking deal
hold
with
that up.
anyways.
I mean, you just drop it on your lower back and leave the nuts hanging out.
Yeah.
Just leave the nuts hanging out. You drop that shit on your lower back and just leave the nuts
There's
hanging.
enough horny moms out there ready to do a lazy Susan. You'll be okay.
Oh God, lazy Susan. I'm
Pete
surprised
Arthur is underrated. Fuck Roy.
I was
What is
responding. Captain Obvious said I had the Golden Girls calendar.
Well, you didn't deny it though.
Hey, I mean,
Fuck Shania Twain. That
I
bitch.
think
Fuck
the
her.
boss worse.
I can't say that bitch. I was a big fan of Shania Twain until I met her. Now I call her Shania Twat. Fuck her.
You met her?
Reba.
what'd you do? Go to
Yeah,
a concert?
No, I fucking ran into her at a fucking ice cream parlor. On the 417. She only lived a few hours north of here. But she was traveling wherever. She stopped in for ice cream on the road and we were eating fucking lunch.
Give her the double.
I was only a teenager, like 15.
Oh, you're
I
all
was a big
good.
fan. Go get her autograph. And she told me to fuck off. This is why she hates fans. Like, well, fuck you, you fucking dumb bitch. I can't stand Shania Twat.
She's Canadian, right?
No, we disowned
Yeah.
her. No, we kicked her out.
Hey, what about the band Triumph? You like Triumph? They're a Toronto band.
I mean, the
Hey, what
motorcycle's
about
gay,
another
the
band
band
that
sounds
nobody's
even
ever
gayer.
fucking heard of, Roy?
I've heard of Triumph.
Shut up, Matthias.
What about let's name some I'm gonna name some Canadian bands and see if y'all have ever heard of them.
Nickelback, bro. The
Oh, who?
greatest Canadian
Is it
band
the
of
Who
all
Canadian?
time.
How
It's
about
the band
Matthias,
that
you're
Bubba
literally
loves.
about to get fucking kicked off the show for the first time tonight.
Cryptopsy? You ever heard of Cryptopsy?
You need to look up Cavity
Superman
Greg.
smoked and died.
Look up what?
Cavity Greg.
Okay.
Gravity Gray.
Cavity Greg was the greatest fucking Canadian band ever.
Spell the
What's
last
the
word.
cavity? What's the
Greg.
cavity?
You can't spell Greg?
Oh, Greg. I could.
Yeah,
Cavity?
take Gregory
Roy,
and make it
Roy.
just Greg.
Roy,
Okay.
Roy, I'm like severely autistic and I can spell that shit.
Well, I
He's
couldn't
borderline-
understand what he was saying. I thought he was saying
I'm
grag.
like borderline
There's no
full
such thing as
blown.
nearly autistic. What you are is fucking stupid because autism is on a different spectrum. It's not a lack of intelligence. So, yeah, just to say I'm nearly autistic just means you are totally fucking stupid.
Okay,
Cool.
first off, I said severely. Okay, I said severely.
You're not severely autistic.
My favorite color is potato.
Oh, so now you're making fun of autistic people, not
I'm
stupid people.
autistic.
You're allowed to make fun of stupid people. My favorite
Okay.
color is potato.
Anyways, I'll go back to making fun of Roy then.
Oh, the hand's angry at you. Jesus. That
Wait,
was
who's
just
angry?
that was out of line. That was out of line, Uncle
What did
Jim.
I say?
We've got boundaries on this show. This show is family friendly. You cannot talk
All I
like
said
that.
was that my favorite color is potato.
You're talking about a guy who said he grabbed his brother's dick. Okay.
I mean, he was on top of me, pounding my face in. What the fuck would you do? What would
Almost-
you do?
Almost
He
pulled it
my
off.
lip, He broke my nose. He blackened my eye. Like, what would you do?
Was he using his dick to pound your face?
No, I would have stopped him if he was.
Oh, I'm dying. I'm dying here.
He'd have to use his teeth on that.
Oh, God.
No, you don't use your teeth
Well, I
on
mean-
family. That's rude.
I mean, yeah, I like your style, Martise. I agree.
I don't
You're
know.
very
That's
committed.
awful fucked up. My brothers and I, we used to fight. Like, I had my little brother, Tarzan, come flying out of the bedroom once because he was all freaking out, throwing one of the psycho tantrums. And he had a belt in each hand, swinging them around like they were fucking nunchucks or some shit. What the fuck are you going to do with that? I grabbed him by the face, by the leg, and I just like choke slammed him. Like, great. Good job, you fucking idiot. But,
Yeah, well, I was
my
15
older
years-
brother, you know, he was bigger than me when I was young because I was young and he's older.
Yeah.
And one particular day, I decided I had enough of your shit. I don't like taking shit so much. So I took an entire fucking bologna sandwich, shoved it into my mouth, and I tried chewing it up as best I could until we got somewhat of a paste, spit it out of my mouth, and then bitch slapped that
Oh,
motherfucker with it.
Shit.
And,
Jesus.
once again, I was only like 7 or 8 years old, and he's like 9 or 10, so considerably bigger than me. And he fucked me up a little bit for it, but I mean, he just punched me in the face a few times. My face bled. I grabbed a bat, and he ran and hid in the bathroom. So that's like how normal families deal with their problems, not by pulling their brother's dick.
That sounds like a lot of baloney.
I'm
That sounds
thinking
like a lot of baloney.
with your family, had you pulled his dick enough earlier in the day, nicely, you wouldn't have had to have this problem later.
You make a very good point there. You know what?
It just seems like your brother's the kind of guy that
Maybe I
wants
just
you to
scooped him
tell
out of
him
the
that you're
balls.
his
Maybe I just
stepsister
scooped
today.
him in the balls, cupped him a little bit. Anyways, my bad. Like, my mistake. But I was 15, he was 21, and he was
Yeah.
blackening in my eye and splitting my lip. Fucking
Did you just say he was lactating in your eye?
I said he blackened my eye and he split my lip. He was
Oh,
on-
okay. Look, I seriously do have internet issues. I thought you said he lactated in your eye.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have some arm wrestling going on this week,
Listen,
right?
Listen, I didn't grab his
Hey,
dick.
Matthias, isn't that why we got you on here?
I guess so. I don't know. Is it? I don't know.
Evan, I didn't grab his dick that hard. I didn't squeeze it that hard.
You said you about pulled it off.
Okay, I squeezed it pretty hard, but not for that long.
Hey, where can I get one of those beer hands? Where do I get one of those?
You gotta
I don't know, man.
You know.
It takes years and years of training.
training.
Somebody on Crazy Uncle Jim's level.
Oh, you can't get to this level.
So what about arm wrestling coming up this week, Matthias?
Anyways, fuck me.
So yeah,
You're supposed
So
to explain
Thursday-
the pay-per-view thing that you're fucking working with. That's the
Oh,
only
okay.
reason I invited you, Matthias.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so we have 12 matches. Do you want to? I can go over the matches if you want.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, let me just pull it up here.
Well, I mean, this is like a pretty major fucking nationally syndicated show, and nobody gives a fuck about local arm wrestling. But yeah, Boris with that. I mean, nobody actually gives a fuck about arm wrestling on this show either. So, but yeah, go ahead.
No, but well, there's two reasons for the event. So one reason is
Right.
I've
Petty said
been
that.
working on a pay-per-view platform, and this is kind of like a good pilot for it. And the other reason is all the proceeds from the event, they're all going to go towards rentals for the club. So we want to build like a little bit of a patio thing out back and to get a bunch of new tables. So I guess depending on how much money it's going to make, we're going to get something, right? But yeah, there's 12 matches. So the top matches at the end. So actually, Evan, I need some advice from you. So what should be the last match? Should it be
Yes.
Dan versus Eli, or should it be John versus Mark?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Wait, on who? The Canadian guy?
Well, who the fuck's
Yeah.
Eli and who the fuck is Mark? I'm assuming John's a Slim Reaper.
Yeah. So
and
Slim
Dane's
Reaper
a
versus
Phantom.
yeah, Danimal against Eli Aki, I guess, or Aki or Ake. I don't know how you say his name.
Akey?
Yeah.
Like Dave Akey's kid?
Yeah.
Is Dave going to be there?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well, you might want to find out before you drive up here to pick me up because I'm not showing.
Oh, why? What's wrong?
I don't want to get into it.
Okay. Do we make sure that somebody's not there with him, I guess, or?
No, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, okay.
Eli's dad
Yeah.
took issue with me one night out of nowhere. I'll go over it with you, not online.
Okay.
But I have nothing but love for Eli or his dad, but his dad sure wasn't happy with me that night.
I'm sure you were
And we haven't
totally
spoken for years
blameless.
because of-
Sure, you were blameless, Spearman. I know you didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
I did not say that.
Well, so anyway, so it'll be Danimal against him, and then Slim Reaper against Mark St. Louis, and then Razor against Jean-Luc. So those are like the last three
Who's
matches.
Mark St. Louis?
He is the guy that Slim had his first super match against. He's
Didn't he-
Everett's brother.
Didn't he used to play hockey
Who?
for Tampa Bay?
Do you know
Is
Everett?
there
They're the
any
guys
way
from.
you can shut up, Roy?
They're Cornwall guys.
Wait, there's guys from Cornhole?
Yeah.
You're gonna get cornhole.
Yeah, so there's a few guys from Cornwall. There is a few guys from Gatineau, and the rest are in-house matches.
Okay. I don't know who like half of these guys are.
But you know who Eli is, and you know who Danimal is.
Well, yeah, but that's only because his dad hates me.
Oh, okay.
Animal? Like the crackers?
Holy shit. All right, ladies, I'll fucking check my fucking phone.
Yeah. So anyway, so those are the
What
three.
the fuck? Like, I'm live. What are you doing?
What's happening? What's happening here?
Okay, where were we? Dave
Yeah.
Hickey.
So Dan,
Eli.
yes.
Eli's actually really good.
He's really good. Yeah.
Him and
Yeah.
Dan is probably going to be a really good match, but I don't know the guy that the Slim Reaper's pulling.
So Mark St. Louis. So he's a Cornwall guy. He's good. So he was the one who John.
Can you
had
bring
his
up the
first
match
with.
that they had before so we can see it?
I'm on my phone right now, so I can't. But I might be able to send you a link.
Is there any way you could stop being a piece of shit?
No, because my webcam and all my stuff here is all in the other room. Yeah, my house is a fucking
Yeah, I don't
disaster
really
right
care about any of that. Dex, I will be at Be Strong on Saturday. I am reffing. Like I think I'm the head ref for the day.
We have a serious situation here, boys.
What happened?
I lost my shot glass.
Oh my God. What in the world? You just gotta take a pull.
I should probably take the cap off first.
Yep.
Yeah, that would help.
Yeah. So I can't find that match like right this second, but if I remember right, what happened is John lost the first round. I think they went a hook, and then John like won the next two. I think it was best out of three, if I remember right.
I'm pretty sure I have a stomach ulcer.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn, that burns.
Well, I hope it'd hurry up and fucking off you, so I have to stop listening to you complain.
Never gonna happen. Never ever.
You're
Even
not
if there
very
was a-
good at very many things, are you, Jim?
Listen, never ever. Not even if there was a fire.
I mean,
Anyway.
you're not very good at drugs because you keep overdosing. You're not very good at overdosing because you don't even die. Like, what are you good at?
He's good at running an excavator.
Complaining about ulcers. Jesus Christ, there's something to
I'm
brag
good.
about.
I'm
I would
good.
write a letter home to my mother if I was as good at anything as you are about complaining about your ulcers.
I've only done it
And
once.
just before you cut me off, I did write a letter to my mother about my hemorrhoids.
She sounds like a very lovely lady. What's wrong with your asshole? It turned inside out or something? Too much anal?
Basically, my hemorrhoids are so bad it looks like a prolapsed asshole.
Yeah, I saw a porno like that once. And it was fucked.
If that
Anyways.
prolapsed asshole looked like a giant set of alien grapes.
You know, you could start a website pay-per-view, and like there's people that have a fetish about that shit. They would
I
fucking-
guarantee you I could start an OnlyFans channel off of these things. Like, it's
Yeah.
they've got a life of their own. They have
There's
their
a
own
s-
heartbeat and everything.
There's a small yet enthusiastic subset of humanity that's into looking at distended assholes.
How do you know this?
Well, I
I
mean,
feel really out of
if
place
that
right
small
now.
group of humans have enough money to pay me, I'm in.
You should do
It's
it. I'm
probably
serious.
far more lucrative than my socks are, Roy.
Yeah, I bet it is.
This is fucked. But anyway,
How the fuck do you guys get on this? Like, what is happening here? What
I don't
is
know.
happening?
Marcus
can't
just
remember.
chatted in the chat there about Carlingford. Their the pharmacy in Carlingford still writing letters about my hemorrhoids. I caused quite a scene in the pharmacy looking for hemorrhoid medication. That
Good for
Paul
you.
Maiden match was a lot tougher than I wanted it to be. Round one, I blew my stomach out the front and my asshole up the back. I was all sorts of inside out, when my insides being on my outsides, literally, front and back. It was not a fun experience. So trying to get married in a castle, I'm like, I'm really happy about this. My wife's beautiful. We're in a castle. It actually isn't raining the one time the whole week.
I have a
I got my insides on my outsides, front and back, and it's really hard to hold a straight face right now.
Well, my only advice is you probably shouldn't let Paul inside you anymore. That's
No, I was trying to get inside with Paul. Like, he wanted outside. He brought my insides out. I felt like I got the pink sock. Like, why couldn't you just donkey punch me like a normal person?
so. Was it
You gotta
was
go
it
to
like
Sock. Come on up.
was it because of the like your body was pressing against the table so hard? Is that kind of what did it?
For the hemorrhoids or the hernia?
For the hernia?
No.
Like
just,
hemorrhoids is just you're probably just
Okay,
squeezing.
so,
You know, that's a little different.
I can break this down for you fairly quickly, Matthias.
Yeah.
Basically, when you get out of the amateurs and into the pros, you realize that your whole body works at once.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So is it because you were like pressing it against the table? Is that what was?
No, that would hold it in.
Well, I guess depending on where you're pressing, right? Because then something's got to give eventually. no?
Any type of extreme force. Look, if you use your abdominal muscles so hard that it tears,
Yeah.
it's not being pushed on, it's just being flexed too hard that something's separating. Let it go.
Okay. So it's just being tight,
Like,
tight, and that's what fucked it up.
When Devin was arm wrestling with Levon and his bicep tore, it's not because something pushed on it.
No, yeah,
it's
I
just
understand.
The
Yeah.
muscle fibers tore, right? That's how hernias work.
Yeah.
You
No,
are
I
like
understand.
way too smart to be asking such dumb questions.
No, but I understand how you can get like hemorrhoids
Like, did
from
it
doing
just
it,
go
right?
over your head because you're
No,
fucking
but like,
5'2"?
so you're saying you have a hernia in your stomach area. I don't know.
Right.
I don't understand the physics how that could have happened. I just I don't know.
Anytime
Belly
you
button?
engage your entire body, your core, everything, and I flex so
Yeah.
fucking hard. Now I already had a hernia, but whenever I everything
Okay.
as tight as I can. It just tore worse.
Okay, so it was so you already had it was pre-existing damage. Okay, so that makes more
Right,
sense.
but I mean, the original hernia tear was picking up a bundle of shingles, which is fuck all. I mean,
Yeah.
I've carried 5 up a fucking ladder, and I grabbed
Yeah.
one, and it just like
Fucking 5.
shit just happens. I drink a
Yeah.
lot, which means I basically live in a perpetual state of dehydration, and muscles tear when you're dehydrated sometimes.
Hey man, isn't alcohol technically rocket fuel?
No.
It is
Yeah,
for
there's
me.
alcohol in rocket fuel, isn't there?
Depends on what kind of alcohol.
Depends
Not
on
ethanol.
alcohol, 'cause most alcohol is 60% water.
No, but I mean, like, isn't rocket fuel like there's a lot of alcohol in it, isn't there not? Maybe I'm just getting
I
things
mean,
mixed up.
There's a lot of different types of alcohol. I know that ethanol is good and methanol is bad, because ethanol starts with E and so does Evan, so they go together very well.
You know what ethanol does? You put more ethanol in your fuel to make it explode at a later time for a high compression motor. Like if you take premium gas, which has ethanol, more ethanol in it, it's supposed to like delay the explosion. So if you have high compression motor, the piston gets to the top and then explodes. But that's why you're not supposed to put cheap gas in a high compression motor, because before the
What the fuck do you know about a high compression motor? You have a fucking Kawasaki, you dipshit.
That's what I know about high compression. Like your lawnmower Harley. A Harley is basically a lawnmower engine. But anyways, if you put cheap gas into a high compression motor before it reaches its full stroke.
You know what? That was enough. I'm not listening to him anymore. That's
A lawnmower engine. That's way more than a lawnmower engine.
a big fucking lawnmower engine, man.
Go buy a Honda Civic.
You're talking about a fucking like 2000 cc fucking 2-cylinder. That's a big ass fucking lawnmower. I'll
Man,
unmute him as long as he fucking doesn't ever talk like that again.
That even got Rogie fired up.
I know, Rogie the Hand. He was offended just because he knows how much I love my bike. He was just trying to convince me not to kill the guy. He figures if he jumps over it, Evan will calm down.
No, that was
Anyways, I love Harley Davidsons. I just don't have that kind of money. But
All right, I was about to block you just for saying you love it while driving a Kawasaki, but I get it.
I mean,
He spends
I have a membership
$2,000
with
a year on fucking health insurance.
I mean, if I
throw
my deductible and then I
lawnmower, you can throw a Kawasaki engine and ride a lawnmower.
Sorry, I'll be back in 1 sec.
I don't know. After I got run over by that guy, I'm afraid of anything that was made in fucking Asia.
all I know is Japanese. They can build some good shit. But I fucking prefer Harleys and V8s. But
I will take American made every time.
yeah, me too. If I had the money,
I don't care how often it fucking breaks. It sounds nice.
It really does, man. It really does. But it's like, man, I'm not a rich guy. I don't have a lot of money.
You like
And
Hondas?
my Kawasaki, dude, listen, Evan, I think you've probably seen a few of my videos that I sent you, and if you
No,
follow
I
me-
actually don't watch anything you sent me, but the
Okay,
one clip you sent that was from the Monday night. I watched
Oh, yeah,
that
that was-
because I didn't
that
think it
was-
had anything to do with you.
that was hilarious. It's pretty funny.
He's getting this. He's getting this.
But the one thing I will say about my Kawasaki is it's way cheaper. You know, the thing never breaks down. I red light the fuck out of it, and it just never breaks. It takes so much abuse like
Yeah.
that. Those Japanese water cooled motors, man. They're just built different, man. But
I'll tell you who makes a really good motorcycle is Moto Guzzi.
I'll tell you who I want to listen to talk about motorcycles, and it's neither a fucking you.
You guys definitely don't know engines.
I don't want to listen to you talk about it either. Look, the chat's blowing up with the Hand being emotionally drunk tonight.
I fucking love Harley Davidsons though. I've picked a lot of them. I have a membership at Eagle Riders, and every time a new Harley comes out, I rent it. I've run I've run a lot of Harleys. The only problem is when you rent them, they're like brand new and have nothing done to them, so they're not loud or anything. But you know, But one thing I will say is one time I rented this fucking Harley and I dumped the bike over because it was like 2 a.m. I was pretty wasted and I was like backing the bike up and I put my foot down to stop and my foot hit sand, which was on asphalt, and it flipped out. And I dumped the bike over and I scratched the saddlebag. I picked it right up and, you know, I took it to the motorcycle dealership and I was like, listen, I dumped the bike over and I scratched the saddlebag. I just want to be honest with you. How much is it going to cost? And he's like, well, it's going to cost like $500 to repaint it. And I'm like, I paid insurance for it though. That's kind of fucked. But either way, I was like, whatever, I'll pay the $500. This is what happened. I got billed for $1,500 fucking dollars. I called I called them and I lived like a mile from them. And I'm like, hey man, why'd you bill me $1,500? We agreed on 500. Oh, well, instead of repainting it, we just replaced the whole saddlebag. Dude, I hung up the phone. I fucking laid patch all the way down to that dealership. And I went there pissed. And I told the manager straight up, I'm like, I agreed to $500 for repainting it. And you guys bill me for $1,500. And like, fucking dude, man, I just lost my shit. Next thing you know, I'm walking out, zero money owed. I talked to the manager. He's like, you know what? Like, you're right. I'm sorry. And, you know, I could see the fear in that man's eyes because I went in there fucking mad, dude. I was willing to pay the $500 to repaint it. He sent me a bill for $1,500 to replace it. Fuck no. But anyways, we're cool now.
How many of those guys did you have to suck off for that 1,500 there when you raced down there?
Goddamn one, man. I agreed to pay the $500 to repaint the fucking thing, and they sent me a $1,500 bill to fucking replace it. And I told them that I would take. I told them like, listen, I will take legal action. Like, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna fucking, you know, I'm mad. But I told them I was like, I will take legal action. I'll take you to court. You know, and that was that. And I walked out owing them fucking nothing.
So you walked in there as if you could afford a lawyer, and they believed you.
I mean, yeah, they're pretty fucking stupid. But I went in there telling them, I'm like, listen, I'll take legal action on you, man.
You can't afford $1,500 for the saddlebags, but I can pay a lawyer because I got one of those fancy ones.
Well, I agreed to pay. Listen,
once you
I did dump the bike. I dumped the bike and I scratched it, and I took full responsibility. And he's like, listen, man, it's gonna be like
you did not take full responsibility for it. You went to rehab a second time after that.
I did, but anyways,
weren't you high as fuck on heroin when you dumped it?
Of course I was. What the fuck? Like, I'm just kidding. I was dope.
I ain't never dropped a bike sober.
Exactly, but
I've actually never ridden a bike sober, so.
I mean, why the fuck would you ride a bike sober? It's not fun, but I'm just kidding. But
I'd imagine it still is. It's just more fun not sober.
Well, so here's the deal. It is fun when you ride sober, but when 7 years ago or 6 years ago, when I first got off heroin, I was clean and sober, got out of rehab, and I got on my motorcycle and I started to ride it. And I was just like, fuck, dude, this shit is not the same. But eventually it came back, and I love riding my motorcycle sober, but I usually am alcohol.
So when's the last time you
heroin? I was
quit
like,
doing
I don't
heroin?
want to ride my bike anymore.
When's the last time you quit doing heroin?
2017, December 7th. So that's like 5
So you haven't even tried quitting since then?
No, that's the last time I did it.
Allegedly.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you look like that right now and you're sober?
I'm not sober. I just don't slam heroin in my fucking life.
Allegedly.
Fucking B loves that word, man.
Allegedly nothing. I got caught for everything I did, so I don't have to say allegedly. I did my time. They can suck it.
Allegedly.
I don't have to say allegedly though, because I did my time. You know?
Allegedly.
When you said you just did your time and you sucked it, what did you mean by that?
I said they can suck it because I did my time. I don't have to say allegedly when I talk about that stuff because I got caught up. I went to court, went to jail, did my rehab shit, and I'm good now. So I can say whatever I want.
You don't have a whole lot of friends, do you?
I mean, I kind of do, just because people seem, I don't know why. Like, I really don't know why it confuses me. I don't know why people like me, but they just do for some reason. I'm like, but I have a lot of people. Yeah, I do kind of have a lot of friends, but if you're talking about my circle's tight. I got like 4 people in that circle.
I don't know. After how many times you've been in prison, I'd imagine your fucking circle ain't that tight no more. But
Mhm.
what I'm saying is,
Mhm. Impacted.
you're not allowed to tell people that you were guilty ever. You're not. You don't admit to nothing ever, even if you've already been convicted. They can't try you for it again, but still wasn't you.
Mhm.
So
I don't like people snitching even on themselves. I don't endorse it.
I already did. They can't try me again. I already fucking got caught for some shit.
Right. So just because they said you were guilty, you need to tell people that they fucked you. You know, lawyer fucked me. I was framed.
Everyone,
Blah
yeah.
blah. I ain't never
I'll tell you
ever
right
done
now,
none of that.
I've been fucked before real good, but
I don't
not
know if we're allowed to
my.
be friends, man. I mean,
Shawshank
you drive
Redemption.
Kawasaki, so we're not gonna be. But even if you had a Harley at this point, I don't know if we could be friends.
Mhm.
The
Straight
one thing,
booty bandit.
I just oh no, man, like I've been caught for a lot of shit, so I can say a lot of shit, but it's like
No, you can't.
once you go to jail and you do your time and you pay your dues for whatever, there's a lot of things I won't say because there's a lot of things I haven't been caught.
Look,
Mhm.
you can get convinced or convicted as many times as you need to. But I'll never admit to it, even if I've been convicted. Fuck that. I'm still telling my mom I'm a nice guy. I'm a good person. I ain't never
Fuck
done
me,
none of that
mama.
shit.
You should never lie to your mama. That's not right.
Yeah, but your mom probably knows better.
My mother is an angel. She raised
Ooh, baby.
5 of us without
Fucking
Oh,
cursing.
Big B. What's up, buddy?
What's up, motherfucker?
Oh,
Oh, man.
How's the training going, Big B?
Amazing. I'm in the gym every day unless I'm drinking.
Which
as
is
you should
every
be.
other day.
I've decided
You need
that
rest days.
I enjoy alcohol enough where I have to keep myself physically fit enough to drink it.
There you
There's no
go.
other way around it.
I like it. I want to stay alive for a long time so that I can always be able to go drinking.
Exactly.
B, you know what I've decided? I found out if you work out really hard, then you drink.
Mhm.
You're allowed to take tomorrow off because you did the hard workout yesterday and you need a rest day anyways. So just
I'm
make
doing-
sure you work out early before going out on that hard drinking.
I'm pulling
Well,
like
if
3
you,
days sometimes. I'm doing like
Also,
baseball, arm wrestling, and
I'm
gym.
gonna need you to look at the camera for a second here, buddy.
Hold on. Yeah. Hi. I see a
Yeah.
mysterious hand.
That's the beer hand.
The beer hand? Oh, I know who that is. What's up, man? Is that the old rogue?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the rogue one.
the Roguester.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this is the last night that I'll be drinking liquor. I'm done with liquor after today. So
It might be the last night you're
this
ever
is
on the
crazy.
show too.
This is crazy
Also-
Uncle Fucky's fucking last podcast. Well, it was nice.
Well,
It
I
was
mean,
nice
he's
lasting,
I'll
buddy.
not
still
fucking
smoke.
sobering up, and he's got to be running out of heroin stories, and apparently he's not going to be making any new ones. So why the fuck do you want him here?
I got
Boring.
heroin stories to fucking rewrite the Bible 3 times over.
Okay,
Anyway.
well, tell us your very best, most fucked up heroin story. Just make sure to use the whole term allegedly properly. You know what?
Oh,
Tell
man.
it
We
in
gotta
the
hear
third
another
person
fucking
as if it's
heroin story?
Matthias.
Holy shit.
I want to hear
Ugh.
your very best heroin story that you
This
saw
isn't
Matthias
fucking
on.
intervention. This is fucking beers with fucking bad fuck breath there. Like, Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, let's hear a crazy heroin story.
I
Awesome.
want to hear a peyote story.
Oh, don't even
told
fuck
you.
around, B. You want to hear a crazy heroin story,
I don't know, man.
especially when it's about Matthias.
Matthias on heroin? Yeah, I'd like to
Well,
hear
Crazy Uncle Jim's telling his third party count, or whatever the fuck it is, about watching Matthias being fucked up on heroin.
Matthias, you
Yeah,
should
I
get
told-
into the old chitty chitty.
Yeah, I totally look like somebody who's into heroin. Yeah, that looks like me.
You,
must have been,
and
like,
Crazy
really
Uncle Jim
rough
look the
days.
exact same, except you're missing a face wig.
Yeah.
Yeah. We look exactly we're identical. We're pretty much twins.
Andy. Andy.
Oh, you think he's gonna make 170?
Listen, so what are the weight? So legit. So what are the weight classes for the Arm Gods event?
I will name you every weight that you're not able to make, but I'm telling you, yours is 2 pounds under whatever you weigh in at, and everybody else is fucked too.
Well, you better
I
give me a
am
2 pound weight
backcountry.
allowance then.
The way we're doing it at Arm Gods, it's like, so like say like you're like the like the lightweights, they go up to super heavies, and then it keeps going upwards from there. You know what I mean?
So
Yeah,
Darn it.
basically, apparently B's
So-
the only one high enough to figure out what the fuck we do at Armed Gods.
so is it day before weigh-ins?
Yeah, there will be a day
Day
before
before.
weigh-ins.
Allegedly.
Just you,
At an
like Devin,
undisclosed-
are
at an
banned from
undisclosed
the event,
location.
What the fuck? What the fuck did I do?
but you're only banned from the day before weigh-ins.
Listen, why you gotta be like this? This hurts. This hurts.
Hey man, I thought we were cool, man. Oh fuck.
I'm just gonna fucking look it up. It's gotta be on Facebook, right?
It is definitely not.
You gotta know a guy who knows a guy who like half knows something, pretty much.
See, now you know the guy that knows the guy.
That half knows
The guy he
something.
knows doesn't know fuck all. Because
I saw a
it's
guy-
Armed Gods, and we're just gonna
the other
sort it
day.
out when we feel like it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
See why? I just found it. So why do you gotta do 165? Why can't you do 175?
Because you can't make 165. I told you.
But it's like 187 is the next weight class. Like that's bullshit.
Listen, that is the Arm God's way.
That's fucking bullshit.
It's
Matthias,
fucking bullshit,
Just think
exactly.
about this though, Matthias. Instead of being 5'6", if you were 5'8",
Yeah.
187 is a great weight class.
Anytime Marcus Thompson hears this is fucking bullshit, it makes him happy, and that's why he does this. Yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is, I can make 187, but there's too many good guys at 187. They're too good. They're too big for me. I'm a
You
little
never
person.
tried not being shit though? Like, what if you were one of the guys that was good, right?
I'm working
Have you
on
ever
it.
tried just
I'm
not
working.
being small?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get big. You just
Yeah.
feel
I do actually feel pretty good right now, though. I'm not gonna lie. I do feel decent.
like dog shit.
He had one good practice in 3 months, and he feels decent now.
Hey.
I saw
Next-
you vaulting at yesterday's practice.
What's that?
I saw you vaulting at yesterday's practice. I've seen you.
Was I vulture? No, I wasn't vulture. It was on. It was last Thursday. That's when I was in full on vulture mode. The day that I tested all the equipment, because I spent like 2 hours testing equipment, and then I pulled. That was perfect. That was perfect for me.
Very nice. Very good system.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
No, but I feel decent right now. Like I feel decent for 175. I don't feel decent for 187.
Mm-hmm. Matthias is feeling decent.
Next, East
Please.
versus West is Matthias versus Levon for number one overall on the planet.
Yeah.
Listen, if Levon and me meet
Yeah.
at 175, I feel pretty good about that match.
Good odds.
Yeah.
His left nut weighs 175.
That's good.
Well, didn't he start his career like 170 or something, or 180?
Yeah, have you ever seen any of those early pictures of him where he's not big?
Before the Trump in the
Yeah,
G.
he's not naturally a big person, so surprise,
Yeah.
surprise, it's fucking hard.
So
to
you're saying there's hope for me. I could turn into Levon. That's what you're saying. There's hope. There's hope.
If you want your heart
I don't know if-
to explode your fucking chest and die, sure.
I don't know if that's representative of hope. Do you want to look like something that comes out of from under a bridge to scare the villagers?
Listen, I'm already
I would
married.
love to see it. I'd love to
What-
see
what-
like weighted out like 375 Matthias. That sounds incredible.
The thing is, I'm just too much of a pussy. I am way too much of a pussy. I don't think I can do it. I couldn't do it.
You gotta get in there. You gotta get in there.
Yeah. Like I feel
I feel like nervous eating fucking Advil. I couldn't imagine pinning myself fucking 8 times a day. Like,
Listen, all you gotta do is just go talk to the Danimal and the racer. They'll massage you. They'll get it all nice and loosened up, and then they'll stab you.
I
And you'll
can't.
become more powerful than you've ever been before.
I can't.
Yeah,
can't
no,
do it.
if they're poking you in the butt, definitely have them massage you and work it in slowly first. You won't
And
even
bring
feel it.
protection as well.
What is this? A gym story we're turning this into? Like, what the hell's going on here?
A
Yes.
bit of a gay story, actually.
Yeah. But no, I don't think. I think I'm too much of a pussy. I'm too much of a pussy to go the Levon route.
You know
So
what?
why don't you just like be a normal person?
Or you're smart.
Well,
I'm
I
just
do.
gonna
I
get you
am.
drunk and then just
I am gonna
inject
lose
you
some
with
weight.
straight trembolone
True.
straight into the bloodstream.
You can go fucking smoke Levon while he's on his fucking dozen, bro. 'Cause
I'll
it's
try
You
to
know,
get
this
a
is the
crazy
problem
outfit.
with a lot of the guys that are coming through the amateur ranks, that they want to get on gear way too early,
Yeah.
and they're still making major gains. You know, keep getting better every day. Keep working really hard. And if you ever feel like
There we
you're
go.
at a level that one more step might make the difference between you winning money or not, then okay. If you're doing it for pride, okay. But until then, what's the point? Like, I have tried fucking around with some like high test, and I am not okay with doing it. I've said it once, I'll say it 1,000 more times because I really find it amusing. But if I get on that eye test, that trembolone, that rocket fuel, all that shit, I will turn into a worse father than Chris Benoit.
Oh, did it make
It's
you
just
sleepy
not
at
a
all?
good idea for me to do that. So I can't.
What did it do for you, man? Did it make you tired at all? Did you ever like feel sleepy?
No,
Tried that shit and it put me into a coma. I fucking
no, that was heroin, not trembolone.
No, man. Dude, I'll
That's
tell you a
so funny.
story right now. So, like, my bodybuilding friend, you know, he just went and he actually got first place in the amateur bodybuilding thing. But, you know,
Oh, that's super impressive.
yeah, I mean, he's really big. He's a tree climber too. He climbs trees and then he goes home and he deadlifts and powerlifts and does bodybuilding. And he takes
His name is Danny Urich, and he makes a lot of meth. But go ahead.
and he takes a fuckload of trembolone and a bunch of
Man,
steroids.
trembolone, I'll tell you this, is terrible for arm wrestling.
Yeah. So, anyways, one time he hit me up and he's like, "Dude, I got a shitload of shit." He had like $10,000 worth of shit, and he's like, "I came up big time," and I'm like, trying to push some of the shit. Do you want this for like, you know, $3,000? I'm like, yeah, I bought like $10,000 worth of shit for $3,000, and my plan was to sell it, and I did, but I kept some of it allegedly, and I tried it.
Did you get convicted of this?
No,
Or is
allegedly.
this all an allegedly
It's
story?
just a story. It's just a story.
Now he's using my word.
Allegedly, just a story. And this is the same stuff. Like, you know, before I tried it, I bought a kit.
So this is the story of Matthias selling steroids.
But yeah, so allegedly, I bought a kit because I'm not about to do some shit. I don't know what it is, even though my best friend assured me that it's the same shit he takes, and it was 100% legit. I tested it and everything. I'm not going to say the website where I got it, but I got a test kit and it was legit, and it's the same shit he takes even to this day. I fucking took a shot of it and I didn't feel anything for like the first hour, but I was in my side-by-side just cruising around the wheat fields, just having some fun. And all of a sudden, like, I started heading home and I'm like 500 feet from my driveway. And all of a sudden, I just get like super sleepy. And I'm like nodding out at the wheel of my fucking side-by-side. And I make it into my driveway and I pass out.
I'm pretty sure this is heroin, not trembolone.
Yeah, that's like the
It's
opposite of
not
what
asleep.
steroids are supposed to do.
I
Like,
passed out.
if steroids
it's
made you
trembolone.
less awesome, people wouldn't be taking
Man,
them.
trembolone, you
trembolone.
get on that shit. When you get home on your
tested
side by side, you're gonna pick it up and you're gonna turn around and you're gonna set it wherever it needs to be parked. And
You know
then
what?
you're gonna walk
But
inside
here's
with a
the thing.
raging fucking boner. And
Here's
you're
the
gonna
thing,
fuck
though.
every electrical socket you could find because you gotta fucking fuck something.
Here's the thing, though. Steroids are drugs, and drugs affect people in different ways. I know this was Trenbolone. I know it was. And I tested it too, and my buddy takes it still to this day. But I pulled into my driveway and I fucking boom fell asleep and I ran into the garage. And then my brother came
Is
over.
there any chance that you were on both heroin and Trenbolone?
No, there's not, and I'm telling you the truth. So I fucking
Is the truth? Alleged story.
Allegedly.
Allegedly the truth.
allegedly I fell asleep in the side by side, and my brother came and woke me up, and he was like, "What the fuck are you doing, man? Like you ran, like what the fuck?" And I'm like, I could barely even talk to him. He drugged me
Have
into
you
the
shit your
house,
pants as well?
and I got into my bed, and I slept for like 2.5 days, and then I woke up to take a piss and a shit, and then I literally crawled back into bed, and I slept for like 5 more days. I was tired and sleepy for like a week and a half, and when I finally came back to and felt normal again, every injury I had healed. I felt amazing, but 'cause I felt, I had a lot of injuries when I did that, but I didn't work out, I didn't lift weights, and do nothing, man. Like I almost lost my job too because I was literally like in a coma for a week and a half, just sleeping. And I'll tell you what,
This
man,
is a heroin story for sure. This is not a
There
trend
is no
story.
fucking way this is Trenbolone. This is definitely fucking heroin, man.
Yeah.
Like, look, if I would have never known that you did heroin, I would still be saying this is a heroin story, not Trenbolone. There is just no fucking way. Steph got the
listen.
IB from Jess and Steph. You two stay out of the fucking chat. I gotta
Drugs.
go pee.
All I'm saying is drugs are drugs, and they affect people differently, and steroids are a drug. And I had told my buddy about it. I'm like, listen, I believe that what you gave me is legit. I've given it to I sold it, and everybody that I sold to wants more. I don't have any of that shit no more. But it's like it was legit, and I tested it. I know it was legit.
I'm
100% I know
100%
it's
convinced that your friend was fucking with you. I'm 100% convinced.
No, 100% it's legit. But guess what? My buddy told me, he's like, some people are hyper responders and some people are no responders, and it sounds like your body
you
just
need a
did some
first
weird shit with
responder.
it.
Because you did heroin for sure.
I really don't know, but dude, heroin makes me energetic. I used to do heroin, and I'd fucking go to like when I worked in Alaska.
I don't know what your drug dealer
hours
is,
a day.
but when Trenbolone makes you feel like heroin and heroin makes you feel energetic, I think you need to go see someone else.
Yeah. I think somebody swapped your vials, bro. I think you're taking
Yeah.
Trenbolone when you think you're on heroin. You're taking heroin when
Feeling
you think you're on
powerful.
Trent.
Feeling powerful.
I fucking tested it. I know for a fact what it was.
It's like you take a shot of what you think is trend right before going to the gym. You just go to the gym and you start wigging out.
Was your heroin dealer Michael Epps from The Hangover?
Oh God. No man, fucking
Is his
well, I'm
name
severely
Doug?
ADHD, so it's like when I do coke, if I do coke or smoke meth, I'll just be like,
Meth. That's another interesting one. So what's meth like?
well, for me personally, it makes me very quiet.
Like psychosis kind of quiet?
I don't know. Relaxed. And I'll get kind of tired, and I'll kind of just, same coke. Shoot up heroin, I'm just fucking on one, dude. I'm on one. I'll stay awake all fucking night. It's weird. Like drugs are vice versa for me. Like, I smoke meth all night.
Sounds very conflicting.
If I do heroin, I'm just fucking up. I'm on one.
So like if you do coke, are you like going for a nap?
Dude, if I do coke, I'll just sit back and I'll chill, and I won't say fucking nothing. I'm just like Ivan, just chilling. You give me on some heroin, I'm fucking lit. I'm wide awake. I'm fucking doing crazy shit.
Dancing, you're dancing with that fucking like street dog. You know what I mean? Eating a little hot dog. It's fucking good.
I'm just saying, drugs are the complete opposite.
Listen, Evan, you gotta have a live stream. We gotta have this dude on, and we gotta line up some drugs. And I want to see
the reason why he gets back on the wagon. Allegedly.
No, he's sober. Why would we do this to him? You know what? We can do a live stream where I will do the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there we
for
go.
educational purposes.
I've just never seen somebody do coke and just hang out.
But I'm willing to do it. There's no way it's not fucking fun. There's no way that many people love it that much if it ain't fun. I will do it at least once. I will try it just for you guys.
You get heroin, you said?
I'll do heroin.
No, you won't.
I would definitely try it once.
Don't I would highly not recommend.
Have you
What
ever
are you,
done
my fucking
opiates?
dad?
You ever
Yeah, I
done
mean, in this
painkillers?
case, I'll be your dad.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I'll be
right.
the voice of reason here. Don't do
You're
heroin.
not my
It's bad.
dad. You don't get
I
to tell me what to
literally
do.
put some heroin in
Yeah,
my
I've
boots
done
and
opiates before. Holy fuck. I got shot full of opiates today when I was at the fucking ER.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I don't know.
The guy's asshole is such a disaster. He needs to be on like painkillers 24/7.
I don't know. Everybody that I personally know in life that's like
And crazy
went
Uncle
down the
Jim's
heroin
like, yeah, I
train.
remember being in prison.
Yeah,
Never been to
it's never.
Well, I'm not letting the truth get in the way of a good
In my
story, so don't
time,
worry
man.
about that.
In my time, man. In the holding cell.
Yeah.
I'm just
They
saying,
let me out with a promise to appear.
I don't think I would enjoy doing heroin. Like, I've done other opiates.
It's settled. We're doing heroin.
You gonna do it with him, Big B? You and
I
Evan.
would
You and
love
Evan.
you.
prefer
Yeah,
a
of course. That's how it
hallucinogen
goes, man.
over heroin. You
That's how
know?
he goes, man.
I don't. Everybody that I know personally that's fucking gone on the heroin wagon, they've essentially ruined
Now,
their
like,
lives.
are we
It's not.
smoking, snorting, or injecting? We going right
Well,
to the mainstream.
Injecting is the way you really do heroin,
Obviously.
right? Like that's how you fuck up your life. That's the train. That's the
Look,
ticket.
Man,
correct.
it ain't. Look, it's not real unless you feel the steel.
Okay. All right.
Oof. That's
Yeah.
just oof. I can feel that in my soul. Like, yeah.
We should change the subject.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I just felt like,
trying to remember
felt
those
like-
dealers'
I just
number,
felt
really?
like a
I know it's
warm
not good.
blanket cover me. I was like, ooh.
Oh man,
What the fuck?
what's crazy Uncle Tucky's number? I need some
We're
stuff.
not worried about Uncle Fuckles tonight, I'll tell you that. But next week, if you guys are looking for a fun night,
Heroin?
Top acid. Go streaking.
I was in talks with Tom Nelson, and I'm pretty sure he's going to cancel on me next week. So that's fun.
What you guys are supposed to do something next week?
I've
So I
tried
guess
to
I'll
have
have to
Tom
have
Nelson on
fucking
the
freaks
show
next week. These episodes
like
have been just so
20
fucking
fucking times.
disturbing. I haven't
Yeah.
even wanted to.
Are you friends with
It's
him?
always been a cancel. And now normally I would just say like, fuck you. You know, you fuck me around so much. But Tom's that one guy that I still want to have on the show, even though he's canceled last minute 1,000 times, because I think it would be a whole lot of fun making fun of that fucking dumb shit. You know?
He seems
I
like a
don't
good
think
dude
he's
though.
smart enough to actually talk back properly.
Are you guys buddies or you like not?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've never met in person.
Yeah.
We have both blocked each other on Facebook. He's the only man I have ever blocked on Facebook.
Why? What'd he say?
It's not something that he said, but he started calling me, and I silenced it and said, "Hey, I'm at a funeral right now. Give me 20 minutes." So he called me like 47 times in a row.
What a fucking piece of dog shit. The
Were you
hot
actually were you actually at the funeral though?
Yeah.
Why would he lie about
Oh,
that?
okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
No, it was at my buddy's mother's funeral. Like, I was the best man in that guy's wedding. So
I thought you
like,
were gonna say I was the best man at the funeral. I was like, something's not adding up here.
we're fairly close.
I was the best man at his funeral.
And he just wouldn't stop calling. So it was, I had to block him. And then like 3 months later, there was a whole, oh, Evans blocked me on Facebook because he's a bitch. I'm like, fuck, I completely forgot that he's that much of a dickhead that he called me 47 times during a funeral. And I checked my block list. Yep, I had him blocked. But that's the only guy I've ever blocked.
Allegedly.
But we were supposed to get together and get drunk, and you know, have a right proper fucking fuck up of a show. He was literally scheduled to be one of the guests on the first 5 shows. We are 78 shows later, and he still hasn't fucking made it on time for one.
I don't like that, buddy. I don't like that. I don't think
Me
that doesn't
neither,
sound like he's respecting us.
Oh, yeah, he's a disrespecting cunt, and I am not
No, I
going to
like
be
that.
polite. B, you are all actually not allowed on the show while he's on.
Oh,
I have
is
a
this,
question
is
for you,
this,
Evan. Is
why
it
is this, my
true?
friend?
Is it true?
Well, I think you know exactly why.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd love for you to
Yes, you
elaborate.
do. Yes, you do. Because I am able to talk enormous amounts of shit while receiving enormous piles of shit fed back to me. You are very good at talking enormous amounts of shit. But as soon as somebody fucking starts throwing that back to you, you're like, motherfucker, this just got real.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
I'm totally okay with the fucking
So
social media
both for
aspect.
your and Tom's sake, we're not having you guys on at the same time.
Like, I kill you, Tom. I kill you, you son of a bitch.
So where does Tom live?
Think he's
Oh, Cobra
SoCal,
Roads.
maybe NorCal.
Oh, okay. So it's a bit of a drive away then.
Yeah, but look, just don't argue with me. I make good decisions sometimes, and this is definitely one of them.
Allegedly.
So he's probably going to no-show once again because he's a piece of shit. He's also possibly the most fun guest I would have ever had on my show.
That shit going very well. It'd be hilarious. I had a question though about him and John Brzezinski. I don't know if you saw Travis talking about it, but Travis
John
said
who? John who?
Brzezinski.
John
Travis.
who?
I don't know who
Anyways.
John who?
Is that some like
Travis
unknown
Bacon.
like US
Travis-
wrestling
Are
guy?
you talking about John blah blah blah?
Blah blah blah.
Whatever the fuck
Oh,
his
John
name is,
blah
the
blah.
guy with the fucking-
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, that guy.
Anyways, Travis Bacon said that John Brzezinski smacked the fuck out of Tom Nelson. How true was that? Did that really happen?
Okay, whoa. Hold on. Say that story one more time now that I know who you're talking about.
Travis Bacon said he saw John Brzezinski smack the fuck out of Tom Nelson.
Who's that? Who's
John
John?
who?
I just want to know if he smacked that motherfucker or not. Is that a true
John
story?
who?
Blah blah blah.
Oh,
Fucking
That
Travis
guy.
said he saw John blah blah smack the piss out of Tom Nelson.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, I heard that too.
Interesting.
I would bet all of Crazy Uncle Jim's heroin money on that not happening.
Do we have a location and or time, month, year?
I can't.
Okay.
remember.
Like a
It's
casino.
been a
I
while.
pulled up the video. Oh, Cobra Rhodes is in the chat. He just said I was there.
I was
Travis
there,
lies.
Travis.
I can pull up the
yeah.
video where
Oh, you made that. Okay, that's
where
That's what I
John
thought,
and
okay.
Tom were arm wrestling, and Tom's sister started yelling, and Tom like lost his fucking mind, and people were all getting in between, and John was like, no, I didn't say that. I said this. And then Tom's like, okay, if that's what you said, I won't kill everybody. But we don't want to take Travis's word for anything,
Where's the Kevin Larrett, right?
especially if it involves anything.
Dude, you should get Travis on here.
Travis
Larrett going over
refuses to
Travis.
come on here.
Really?
Yeah. He also lies about our first interaction.
That's
where
lame.
Jerry
That's lame.
Cataract, like, possibly literally saved his life allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yeah. I don't like
Allegedly.
Travis.
No?
No. And I've only ever met the man like twice. And neither of those instances changed my opinion of him, which was already fucking set in stone before I'd ever met him the first time. But yeah, the first time we ever met in person, he came up to me trying to shake my hand and talk shit like we were buddies.
Like, fuck.
But I don't like him. Like, for real, don't like him. I was throwing him over the fucking balcony at what the fuck's the name of that place? It's not the Hard Rock, but it's one of those not Lion's Head, Ram's Head. Is that a thing?
Maybe.
Ram's Head is a restaurant.
It's a rock and roll venue thing.
Cobra says it was in Reno.
No, yeah, that's not the one I'm talking about. Baltimore,
Oh.
WAL.
I saw that video.
Where the Baltimore WAL was, where Mulva Hill pulled CJ Twine, Espy pulled against Cataract, Mask pulled Todd Hutchins. Lion's Head? No, maybe. I don't know. One of these fucking things. I met Travis upstairs, and he came up to me trying to shake my hand while talking shit on me at the same time, like we're buddies. And I was putting him over the fucking balcony when Jerry saved him.
So what you're saying is you may or may not have overreacted a little bit.
I didn't say anything about I may have overreacted. Absolutely not.
Okay, all right. Just
Well,
making
that's
sure.
good.
Reacted because he didn't.
Travis
make it fucking
Bajan is
railing.
a giant cocksucker,
Yeah.
and I wanted to cause him
Bodily harm
massive
allegedly.
bodily harm. Jerry
Fair
saved
enough.
him from this. In no way did I say I may have overreacted. Absolutely not.
What did he say? What did he say?
It's none of your goddamn business, Matthias.
All right, fair enough.
Well,
fair
I'll
enough.
tell you this. I would have had that exact same reaction whether I had any personal feelings with Travis at all,
Yeah.
based on a very dear friend of mine's personal interactions with him.
Okay.
And-
Maybe there's things I don't know then.
Look, I'll tell you this. I have a very good friend of mine that's an OG high hooker that told me, if you ever punch Travis Bajan in the fucking mouth, I will buy you a beer every time I see you for the rest of my life. I will keep beer in my fridge just in case you stop by on a Wednesday morning at 4:30 a.m. I will make sure that I always have a beer for you at all times, no matter what, Evan. And
So you were
that's
just
enough.
So you were just trying to get that lifetime beer subscription. That's it. No hard feelings.
It's only a single beer. Oh, I love beer. But yeah, that was enough. And then this motherfucker comes at me with some fucking shit where I was gonna do it anyways, but now it's good, right? And the motherfucker literally. So I was trying to set up some shit with Paul Italia. You know, like Paul wants to do something. I'm like, fuck, I'll do stuff. I like going to arm wrestling events and shit. What's up, guys? I will be right back. This is an important call.
It's Tom Nelson calling in.
Guys, see the video where Devin Larratt was playing that game with Rory? They're not going away. A game that Ray plays like best arm wrestler, and he picked like Travis's name. He said, "I'd fuck my own 5 cents."
What was that? You faded out. I didn't hear what you said.
I'm sorry. You guys see that video of Devin Larratt playing Coach Ray's game? Like where you pick a name and then you have to say something to explain the arm wrestler's name for the other buddy to guess. He picked Travis's name. He picked Travis's name out of the hat. And he's like, "I'd fuck my own mother for 5 cents."
Stop.
I swear to God, you didn't see that video?
No,
Devin
I
Larratt
didn't see
said that.
No, I
Was
didn't
Travis
see it.
Kevin
Bacon
Mayer
just in the
pulls
chat?
Travis's name and he's like, I fucked my own mother for 5 cents and I just lost it.
What the fuck? Oh, you're saying that's something that Travis would say. Okay, I understand now. Okay. Yeah, okay. I
No,
get it.
that's what
All
Devin
right,
Larratt
guys.
said.
We're
Yep.
off that
Allegedly.
because we literally have the coolest fucking guest that has ever been on this show about to join.
Really?
Interesting. I'm
Yeah,
already
B,
on
you
here,
lost your
though.
spot, bud. Yeah, you
I'm
lost your
already
spot
on
now. Yeah, not anymore. You're not that guy anymore. You're the coolest regular. But
Interesting.
look, you'll get it when he gets here. This is the fucking man.
Is Chris Gobby coming on?
You know, I actually, I'm a little offended that you would ever throw yourself into the same category as that guy.
I was just JK LOLing.
I'm not sure if even Big B can nerd his way out of that.
Fucking like
So,
Hey, man, I'm breaking my balls.
the guy joining, I
Breaking
would
my
like
balls,
to see if
man.
the chat can figure out who it is that's joining before he gets here.
I know who it's going to be.
who
Is
is
it
it?
Tesla Dave?
Who is it?
Neil Pickup.
Okay, so, all right, guys, don't be shy, but is
Is
there
it
any
the
chance
Liver
we can get
King?
an answer from somebody who's not a complete idiot?
Is it the Liver King?
Lord Jesus.
No.
Hey,
Joe
Okay.
Rogan.
Got to. This
it's Grant
is
Grant Diet. The frog.
arm wrestling
Eat the
legend,
frog.
a
Hey.
world champ,
Earl Wilson.
and the number one pick I would never ever want to get punched by
Earl
in
Wilson.
arm wrestling.
You talking
Who
about the
is it,
number?
Mike?
You talking about
Mike
the?
Will coming on?
That is second. Earl
You
Wilson
never
is
want to get
number
punched
two.
by.
If there was two guys that I do not ever want to get punched in the face by in arm wrestling, this guy's number one, Wilson's number two.
Gary Goodridge.
Gary Goodridge. I love Gary Goodridge, but he's not making the top two of guys I don't want to get hit by.
I tell you right now, whoever it is, if they're not like 35 years strong, you ain't gonna want to get punched by Big B. I promise you, you'll be in a diaper. You'll be in a straight diaper if I hit you with anything.
Mike Gould. Mike Gould.
I said Mike Gould already.
I said I want to get punched the rest of the fucking. I'm saying this top of like.
Evan, did you forget to pay your internet bill?
Your shit's breaking up terrible, man. We can't hear you.
You're on dial-up, bro.
Put your phone back. Put your phone back in the window. Your shit's totally gone off the rails.
Yeah, you can't. Oh, there you go. You're back. Kind of.
Say something.
Video of
Shut up.
Goodwill's fucking just elbowing that dude in the fucking head in the MMA match.
Yeah, that was Gary Goodridge.
Yeah, Gary
Yeah.
Goodridge. Yeah, you see that video? Dude, he fucked that guy up, man. He just boom, boom, boom. Like he fucked that guy up.
I didn't see the video. I saw it when it happened live on TV.
Well, the problem is Uncle Jim is confusing two different UFCs, UFC 2 and then UFC 7. And Gary was not elbowing his opponent in the back of the head.
Oh, that was what's his
It was
face
right
with the
in
red
fucking
gi.
face. It was
That
Paul
was-
Herrera he
Oh,
was elbowing while he had him in the crucifix.
Yeah.
But the back of the head thing was Remco Pardue.
Mhm.
Is that the guy's name?
Yeah.
With the gi on? Yeah.
Yeah.
He knocked him out clean first hit, and he got like 6 more in.
Yeah, it was fucked up. It was
That was
brutal.
Both of them.
awesome.
But
Yeah.
Remco was worse.
Bouncing and shit.
is a lot of bad things, but not racist because he can't see color because you got them all mixed up.
Yeah. That's the same guy that like fucking punched the dude in the nuts a bunch of times too, no?
No,
that's Keith
That
Hackney.
was- Who?
Keith Hackney.
So Keith Hackney did that to Kimo Leopoldo's trainer.
Joe Son.
Yes, that's the nut punch, the repeated nut punch.
Yes.
I saw that nut punch move pulled off at the bar one night. It was
Oh,
the funniest fucking thing. So these guys, Again? Okay, I will. Oh, here we go. Here we go. The man. Hold on. Audio's connected. Okay, everybody needs to shut up because we got the big dog in the house. Hold on, Mike. Audio's not connected yet. All right, well, we can't sit quietly until it connects. But once it connects, you guys need to all shut the. There we go.
Oh, there we
Mike.
go. There we
buddy.
go.
How you
And he
guys
comes
doing?
in with a chuckle, like, "Yeah, I'm the motherfucking man.
How are you, buddy?
I am doing fucking fantastic." I can't believe it's taken like a year and a half to get you on the show, Mike.
I know, man, and I would love to. It's just, we don't often get a chance to where I'm parked and stuff like that.
Well, we're here now, buddy.
I love it.
Yeah.
I
So,
appreciate it.
Mike, you got to tell us a fun story from arm wrestling, buddy. I've been talking you up like this is the coolest guy we've ever had on this show.
Oh, I don't know. Really? Give me a
Well,
minute.
you're my favorite guest.
What's that?
You're my favorite guest.
You're the best, buddy. How's everything going? What's new on your end?
Absolutely nothing. I'm a drunk piece of shit like all the time.
You're which?
I'm a drunk piece of shit. That's what I do like full time now.
Okay.
Full-time scumbag. Yep.
Yeah, I'm all about that douchebaggery.
Well, it's not my full-time everyday thing, but I do have a drink or two every night.
That's a jack of all trades. You can do all sorts of things. Okay,
So,
Mike, what's
what's
your
going on in
favorite
arm wrestling?
party that you've ever been to at an arm wrestling event?
Favorite party?
Yeah.
That would have been I'm trying to think. Rockland Nationals. Rockland. Man, like we're talking 90s or something. It was a good time. Yeah, it was a good time. We had a lot of
Are you allowed to tell the story about the party?
probably not all of them. Probably not all the stories, but
What event was it when you guys all got into the wrestling matches in the lobby?
that was the Harley Bowl, and that was fun. That was with Mike Bowling and Mike Bowling's son, who they're both great wrestlers. And John Brazank, and we were all, that was a great night too. Don't get
John
me, that
who?
was John Brazank.
I don't know.
Well,
Blah blah blah.
I've
Oh,
heard
Jumbo Blah Blah. Okay, yeah.
I've
Watch
heard
the videos of that.
he's not a bad arm wrestler. But yeah, we had a lot of fun that night. But the night in Rockland, we were partying pretty hard. We were warned and we were warned. Like, it wasn't just 2 or 3 of us. It was like about 100 of us. And then the police showed up to shut the party down. And one of the guys, not mentioning no names, Randy, he went into the cop car and stole the guy's hat, which was kind of comical. they were very
That
mad.
was comical.
They were
That was
very mad.
comical.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike. If you
Co-
could
Kobe
only tell
says,
the
"Mike,
stories
please don't tell them
on the
everything."
air that you've told in person,
Yeah.
oh, you'd make me a rich man. I tell you.
Oh, Jesus. One of these days we'll get some. We'll open up to a few more, but so
Are you
what about
arm
you?
wrestling still, buddy?
Are you doing what's your future arm wrestling going on? You got any plans?
Well, right now we're going to be hosting the Thursday. I'm going to be in Ottawa. I'm going to be emceeing the Ottawa High Hookers first super match invitational event.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Matthias is the brainchild behind that. He's really nerdy, so we don't want to talk too much about it.
That's the bag up in the corner there.
Saturday, Umesh has the Be Strong arm wrestling event.
Oh man, he asked me if I'd be interested in emceeing or commentating, well, whatever you call that damn job. I would friggin' love to, but I'm not going to be home till probably Tuesday. So,
that's shit. Because I'm supposed to ref that event, the head ref with Devin arm wrestling Jordan. Like that's going to be a shit show when you got me the head ref for a Devin match. That's
who's going to win that?
Thing.
Who's going to win that?
It depends on who's reffing.
No, keep the reffing straight. Good, just neutral reffing. Who wins that?
Devin all day.
The problem is, I don't think Devin can win any match.
Yeah, Evan's a hater.
If reffing is strict. Devin's an asshole and he won't listen. He won't square his shoulders against an amateur. Like, he doesn't do it.
Yeah. Jordan, it'll be interesting. Jordan is so, like, listen, I pulled him in Brantford a couple months ago, and I knew I wasn't the guy for the job. I knew I wasn't the guy for the job, but I mean, I had the opportunity come to me, so I wasn't about to say no, you know. But he's way, way, way over my head.
Oh, Jordan's awesome. He's also really tough to set up, apparently, from the videos I've seen. I just don't want to ref that match, like,
he was
at
great
all.
with me, but it's probably because he knew he didn't have to do anything. Like, he was really good with me. Like, and I'll be honest with you, he made me look better than I was.
Yeah, what kind of shit?
A couple matches, he let me. You know what? I wasn't bad, Evan. I wasn't at my very best, but I went, once we said okay, I spent probably 2 months training. Not like crazy, but I mean, I was 90%. 90%.
Well, 90% is a big jump.
Not even close. Not even close. Like, you know, he's really strong.
Oh, Jordan's good and he's strong.
He's really strong.
I don't think Devin's going to have too much of a problem if he doesn't get fouled out of the match.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, the way you tie a strap, Evan, if you give Devin a fucking good low strap, I don't see fucking Jordan being able to do anything. It'll be his noose.
Look, it's going to be a fair match if I'm reffing it. And I don't think Devin's willing to participate in a fair match. So there's the problem.
Well, I hope it's a fair match. I hope it's a fair match, and I know Devin, but Devin also has a lot of ability to stop a match, you know. And I mean, that's going to be, if he can get it stopped, then that changes things, you know.
I'm not worried about Devin's ability to win the match. In the match, I'm worried about Devin's ability to let the ref say go.
Just say go.
Yeah, well, I'm an asshole, and I don't give two fucks. I'm not getting run over. I'm not Bart Wood here. Like, if you don't listen, you're getting fouled. That's it. So, yeah, I hope I don't ref that match. I hope they find a new ref for that one because I want to watch it.
Evan's going to love it. People are just booing the shit out of him. The whole crowd is just booing him, throwing garbage at him because he just fouled Devin out of the whole match there.
Well, there's the big difference between me and everybody else. When people boo me, I love it. It is better than cheering. Haters are better than fans. Haters are fans that don't miss a thing. They watch everything you do. I love haters.
I wish I could be on the microphone Saturday, but I deliver tomorrow morning, and I'm parked here in Wyoming, and then, you know, even if we reload the next day, I won't be back in time. You know.
Oh, that's a shame. It would be awesome if you were around. Mike, July 22nd, the Arm Gods qualifier
Yeah,
here
what's
in
that?
Canada.
What's that? I never even heard us mention it. What's that?
We're going to be hosting that here in the Valley, and the winners get the super match against the UK guys in September for the big Arm Gods Valhalla in Canada, which will be in Ottawa.
So, but that's in July.
So July 22nd is the qualifier. Winners go on to the big one September 30th in Ottawa.
Right and left, or just left?
So
Or just-
the winners of the right and the left get a super match.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Interesting.
So Mike, I don't want to interrupt you, buddy, but it's been a while. Who is this lovely lady that keeps walking over your shoulder? You've never been introduced.
Hey,
Come on, never,
How you doing?
never.
No, well, I mean, I haven't seen you in so long.
Yeah, it's crazy, eh? Well, this
You're
is
always so
my
busy.
this is my girlfriend Brenda, and you know, she's a great girl. We met a few. It's a crazy story. I don't know if you're interested. I you know, I don't know if you're interested in personal life on your show.
Mike,
but-
Absolutely. Everybody on the show's been told to shut the fuck up if you're talking, except me. So if you want to talk, we're listening.
We met and hung out about 10 years ago, and we become real good friends and stuff. And then we never spoke. We literally never spoke, text, conversation, anything up until about a year ago. And ironically, you know, it was at the same time that everything fell apart at home, and the same for her. And she just got a divorce last year, and here we are. So trying to make it work.
Congrats, buddy. Congrats.
Thanks a lot.
There you go.
Thanks a
So
lot.
basically, all the stars just lined up for her.
All the stars lined up, and everything's going okay, going really well. I shouldn't say okay, but yeah, it's
Day
just
by
funny
day.
how it worked out. So
Do you let her know every day how lucky she is?
ironically, you know what? It's
Yes,
funny.
he does.
It's funny you say that, but I do.
Because we got this little game we play at home where, like, when we're doing our playtime thing, the wife calls me Mike Gould, right? And
I
then
like that. I like that.
this is where it gets weird. It's because I also call the wife Mike Gould. So we're both really excited.
Mine calls me Gold as well.
Yeah.
Too funny.
Cobra, shut the fuck up.
Good
Mike Gould's
times.
talking. We got an actual legend on the show tonight. We don't
Oh,
need you
here we
talking.
Sorry, Mike. Good to see you, brother.
Cobra, I love you, brother. How are you,
I love
man?
you too. I'm well, man. So you
I haven't
guys, so
seen you in
you
a while.
listen. No, you saw me last year in Michigan. So you and old girl started
Yeah, last year.
just about Michigan State.
Yeah.
If you said a year ago.
You know, I showed up there. I hadn't arm wrestled or trained in a long time.
It was good to
And,
see you, man.
But I was so happy to pull and stuff. But I'd like to get in. I'd like to show up there next year. Actually, I probably could have pulled there this year left-handed if I was home. But my right's seen better days. I'm going to be honest. My left's not too bad.
What's wrong with your right, Mike?
The arm's okay. The hand, I just struggle with the hand.
What's wrong with your hand?
It's just, well, it's got 5 broken bones, arthritis.
How'd that happen?
What's
What's your nickname? What's your nickname, Mike?
Faces. You already know. Faces. That's why that happened.
I used to have some bad. I had a short fuse.
People forget to duck sometimes.
My right hand is pretty messed up. I'm not gonna lie. And but my left works okay. It's not. The problem is it's not no world class arm or nothing. But I can be competitive left-handed. So
Count your blessings, bro.
yeah.
You did it, Mike. Hey, Big Mike, you did it, bro. I watched.
You're awesome, buddy.
You did it, bro. I watched you.
Hey, I'll never forget, Andrew. I'll never
Yeah.
forget the day. Do you remember the Ohio State Championships where we were partying
At the
way
Yellow
back?
Rose,
Ohio State. Yeah,
At
I
the
believe
Yellow
so. It was
Rose?
like,
like a country
forget.
western bar.
yes, it was. And I remember it was about 10 o'clock at night. We were lit and we'd been doing like trays of shots and this and that. And me and you laying on the bathroom floor arm wrestling.
Oh man,
It used
that's a
to be
good
fun.
time.
We used to go
I
hard.
remember that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. Fun times, buddy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Many moons.
Yeah.
Like one of these days, we're gonna have to do a show that's not live, and I can ask you which stories you're willing to tell.
I could tell a few, but I
You,
tell
but I don't.
about all of them, but I'd have to think about it.
Well, if you're ever willing to tell the Brian Tamlin one,
Oh boy.
I want to hear that.
So I know it's good. Oh boy.
Poor Brian. Brian's such a good guy.
I
That was
mean,
a
I don't
fun-
think that story's that bad.
No.
What's my favorite?
Allegedly.
Oh,
Crazy.
Brian's such an awesome guy.
I'll give you some
That was
crazy
different.
Punxsutawney
That
stories.
was at a different time for me. That was at a time for me where I had a pretty short fuse and I was quick to pull the trigger if there was something going on, you know. And I'm not like that today, so it's just,
Allegedly.
you know,
It's
a little
for
different.
everybody.
But me and Brian stepped outside. It was the end of the night, and I was on my phone, and there was a bunch of people around, and they were all yelling and screaming, and I was actually very polite. I mentioned to the one, I said, "You guys mind keeping it down a bit?" And they followed it up with a "fuck you." And I was like, "Fuck you." I was like, really? So I stayed on the phone and I stepped in to a hornet's nest, but that's okay. I was fine. And I remember after the first probably 30, 40 seconds, whatever, minute, whatever the heck, I don't know. I was like, okay, listen, I'll call you back because I needed to use two hands. You know, it got pretty thick. But then I remember looking around at Brian, and when I found Brian, his nose was over on the other side. I don't know. It was pretty funny. It was pretty funny. So, but we did all right. The two of us took on probably 10. It was easy money. Easy money.
Who hit Brian that hard?
One of the guys there, and I didn't even see it. I didn't even see it. But I remember when he stepped around, it killed me. I was like, oh my God.
His beak was just a mess.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He was looking west and his nose was pointing east.
That actually happened to me in a fight one time too. It went west, but mine's already been broke before the shit. So I just grabbed it and I put it right back in
my
place
God.
there. Oh yeah. That threw him for a loop, and then I started kicking some ass. It was good.
That's nice. That's nice.
It was
Well, Mike,
crazy though.
Do you remember when you met me?
Yep.
And well, just tell the crowd how nice of a person I was. I was all quiet and like I didn't piss off anybody yet.
Man, I was introduced to you, and it was like this guy new to the sport. You were so humble, and then yeah, you evolved into a real arm wrestler.
Real asshole.
Oh man, I got introduced in the sport. I came in and I wanted to make friends with everybody, right? So I know I'm just learning. I want to say hi. I want you to teach me. And about a year and a half, 2 years in, my coaches started telling me, like, look, you got to bring the savage out that I practice every fucking Wednesday and Saturday. We want to see that dude losing his shit, fucking going ape shit. And then all of a sudden, people didn't like me so much anymore. I tried to break my fucking arm at an event once.
You tried to.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, you're not as good as you think because you didn't get it done, but you tried.
I
You
do.
remember the Wasaga event?
Which one?
Wasaga Beach.
Really?
Where me
I
and my
didn't
brother
try.
showed up after 2 days of drinking without sleep.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So who do you want to arm wrestle today? Evan, who do you want to arm wrestle today?
Somebody that used to be good, that's not right now.
Yep, that sounds like me. Who else?
No. Somebody that's not you. I don't actually have a specific person in mind. I would love the Brandon Allen match. Because Brandon Allen?
Oh, yes.
Just because he's not on testosterone or any gear right now, because he's trying to have a baby, and trying to beat that guy when he's all fucking jacked up is probably really difficult. And I'd rather do it right now when he's clean.
Yeah.
Interesting. Good approach.
I wanted the Larry Wheels match for a long time, but now he like actually arm wrestles, and I don't
He's too
really
good.
want to lose again.
Yeah. He looks so strong.
He's too good. I wanted him too.
He's not good, but he's way too fucking strong.
He's fucking strong.
I'm talking about. I
He's
wanted him
actually learning how to arm wrestle.
and I know he's over my head.
Kevin, do you know Jacob Abbott? You think, what do you think you could do with him?
How would I do?
No, I said Evan. I would like to see Evan pull Jacob Abbott.
Oh,
He's fucking strong, man. He's a natural too. Like he doesn't take shit. He's
I would say Jacob and I would be probably a decent matchup. Just I would like somebody that I can win against easy that also has a big name. And that guy does not have that big of a name unless you're a real arm wrestler.
Yeah.
If you're a real arm wrestler, that's a bad dude. But he's also really good. I want an easy match because I'd like to win one for once.
That's a good one, buddy.
All right, look, you guys, the internet is new to arm wrestling, and I was walking around whooping fucking ass, being a bad motherfucker for a while. And then I decided I'm tired of just winning every event I went to for 2 years straight. I'm looking for Mike Gould. I chased that motherfucker everywhere he went for a year and got my ass beat every single fucking time until he finally broke my arm at Nationals.
You did?
Mike broke my arm at Nationals, yeah.
Hey,
No.
Mike,
it
go.
didn't break. It just cracked or something.
Well,
Mike, I
a
got a
cracked
question for
bone
you.
is broken, Mike. That's
It
what
just
a broken
cracked or
fucking
something. It
bone
wasn't
is.
broken. Really?
Yeah. I don't know if you knew that or not, but if you crack the bone, that's broken.
Oh no. How was it today?
Well, I beat you with it 3 weeks later. I didn't even know it was broken yet.
Oh my God.
My
Hey,
one win
Mike,
on you
I got a
is with
question
my
from
broken
Mike
arm that
Gould.
you broke.
You know, there's you know who I'd like to arm wrestle in the sometime, and it's tricky. I wouldn't want to arm wrestle him today, but I wouldn't want to. But I would like to arm wrestle him in the nearest future, not too far out because like he's only getting like super stronger and super stronger. But Curtis,
Yeah, left-handed, eh?
left-handed, I think.
I smelt it.
Not
Mike,
today, but give me, let's set something up in a couple months and no,
you better have the schedule ready to fucking train for it, Mike.
I know listen, the last time I pulled with him, I couldn't move him.
I was there. That was provincials last year.
What? Yeah, but I did beat him one match.
I remember I was there.
I beat him one match.
yeah, you guys 2-1. I remember I was there. But
Yep.
Mike, you want Christian Binney.
Wow.
That's the match you want.
Me and Christian's both been arm wrestling for 35 years. We've never met.
I know. That's why I want to see it so bad.
We've never ever pulled. But
I just want to watch Christian Binney beat a man that he knows he's inferior to.
Christian's got a good arm. Good arm. But
Mike, come on. I got to send this clip to him. Like, give me something.
I can't. I could not say anything with Christian. I love the guy. I tell you, I've been training though the last few weeks, the last couple months. Hey, I hook up with Big Rick. We're doing great.
He looked fucking awesome at the East versus West thing.
Yeah, Rick looked good.
He kicked his fucking ass.
I've been pulling with him the last couple months, you know, on and off. Rick's feeling good, man. I give him credit. He's in good shape. He feels great. We're close. Right-handed, he's definitely got an edge on me. Left-handed, we're close. So we're close. So
well, Rick's a roller, and you're a hooker, so it's kind of encrypted.
Yep. So, but it's been fun. We get together. We'll either in Mississauga or he's been coming to my house occasionally, and I have a little practice. And you know, it's been good. Home with a couple guys there, Jimmy. Wow, I hate to say it, but we haven't hooked up a couple months because I was in the process of moving and everything, you know. But Jamie Staken and his brother coming down, man, those two guys are
the
great.
Stakens suck.
I love them.
Yeah, they're good guys.
Oh, they're great dudes. They're just shitty arm wrestlers.
I don't know, man.
Well, Jamie's taking a run at me right now, left-handed, so I got to say it.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Well, we were supposed to actually pull left-handed this weekend, but Jamie's wife told him he's busy and he's not allowed going and getting fucked around by the bag company this weekend. So he had to pull out.
Clear. Jamie, he's a strong dude. You're there's no doubt you're more technical. There's no doubt. You're good arm wrestler, Evan. You're real good.
Yeah, but I got to show up fucking also strong enough to make sure that fuckery comes into play. Because if you're not strong enough, it doesn't matter how good you are. You could tie me to any 8-year-old in the world, and I'm just stronger than them, right? So it doesn't matter how good they are. You got to be strong enough to do it.
Evan, you know, it's funny. I've said that for years. You know, we can talk techniques and we can talk. If you're strong enough, if you are strong enough, like power is your trump. If you're strong enough, you're gonna win.
It's a combat-based strength sport.
Yeah.
If you are strong enough, you're gonna get it done. It doesn't matter what the techniques are used. If you're just fucking strong enough, they gotta physically make your arm go down. So yeah, if I ever have a choice on what I'm gonna add a few more points to, it's always gonna be strength.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Mike, I got a question for you though.
Yeah.
Kind of putting you on the spot here.
Well,
if there was one arm wrestler that you could punch in the face, why is it Travis?
No.
All fucking day.
that is too funny. That is too funny.
We missed Wolf's super chat, and we have another super chat.
I see. Okay, hold on. Mike, think about your answer on why it would be Travis. I'll find the super chats. We'll go through that, and then we'll get back to you, Mike. Okay.
I know, though. I got to go, guys.
No,
stay powerful.
Matthias, look, you could have just left without talking. Mike's here.
All right.
Take
it easy, Mike.
Ready?
If you're gonna flex, pull the sleeve back at least. Like, let's actually see your arm.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
I
at
told you to shut up while Mike's on.
Excuse for a bicep.
Okay, so White Wolf with the super chat nominating Mike for the new voice of Darth Vader, but the evil chuckle at the end of every line. That's the one. Well, we're actually talking to some pretty major companies, and I'm trying to hire you as the voiceover for my life narrative.
Really?
No, but I'll say it anyways. Because if it was real, that's who I'd be pushing.
It's exciting.
I would
The
love
next
to.
super chat is Dan Plexman. Good night, guys. Early morning. Thanks, Evan. Take her easy. I hope you were still here for me to read it. I appreciate the
See you
super
later.
chat. Thank you. Mike, why is Travis the one arm wrestler you would punch if you had the opportunity?
I can't do that. I'll tell you why. I've seen some issues over the years go south with Travis and everything, and you know. But on the same note, I've had that same thing go on in my life. But Travis has always been so respectful and so good with me. So I mean, how could I possibly? I just can't even. I couldn't. I mean, I give him, you know, but that's it. I can't even.
All right, Mike, you're locked in a room. You got to punch Travis or punch me. Which one are you hitting?
You.
Lean on him.
Getting your nose broke, Evan.
That is not fair. That is not fair.
Well, look, one's an easy out. The other might fight back.
I know you'd fight back. But that's not fair.
All right, so you're locked in a room. You got to punch Evan or Travis to get out of the room. Got to do it. Why are you hitting Travis?
There's no way, buddy. I'm not playing that game. I'll just sit in the room.
And watch me punch Travis. That'd be cool.
Well, there's always that.
If I had
That was a
I
trick
would-
question. Travis isn't staying in a room with me.
Mhm.
He's always been good with me, man. Travis has always been like nothing but respect with me over the years. My early years, my older years, my later years, everything. He's always been nothing but good. He's come up, he's stayed at my house. He's always been great. Very respectful.
That
That's
doesn't
because
just like point towards Travis being a giant pussy.
I wouldn't necessarily open up a business with him or anything, but that's besides the point.
Why do I get the
All right,
feeling-
new question. Once you opened up a business with Travis, why is it you want to punch him so bad?
Oh, I got a better question. Who would you rather open up a business with, Travis or Yannick?
Travis. That's an easy one. That's an easy one.
Yeah. Travis.
All right, so I'm definitely clipping that one.
Yeah.
Ow! Everybody needs a nice cold beer after that one.
Oh yeah.
All right, Mike.
I'm in so much trouble, and I like Yannick, but I've heard stories.
Yeah,
Heard he's a bit of a
I've
scumbag.
heard an awful lot. I've only ever had one negative dealing with Yannick, and I got it sorted out. So,
Yeah.
Whatever. Travis,
And
however, I would
just
really
said,
like to see a story that involves him getting punched. Speaking of which, I've got Tom Nelson coming on the show next week.
oh my God. I
Oh,
arm
that
wrestled
video.
Tom Nelson. I arm wrestled Tom Nelson 20 years ago. Probably 15 or 20 years ago, we had a super match.
Oh, I remember it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Tom was pissed off because he paid his money for a no-load match.
Oh man.
I don't even know what that
And when
means.
you loaded in the setup, he freaked the fuck out.
And you know what's funny is that it got brought up and it got talked at the tournament. Like it was just, there was not a big load. Like it was just tight. You know what I mean?
All right,
But-
so Tom was just tight and you didn't give him a big load.
But the funny thing was,
It was really hard not to make sexual innuendos.
You have to
With
pay
that.
extra for that?
but
We
at
had
the
to
time,
I've been saving up.
at the time, Tom was beating Ron Bath, Mike Todd. Tom was like the man. So I went in thinking I felt pretty good, but I was truthfully thinking like, there's a good chance this isn't going to work out that good for me.
Yeah,
And I'm
Tom's
not
real.
kidding. And I'm not kidding. And Tom's better than this, but it was the easiest match I ever had. It was just like, it was crazy, but it was
I
just
can't
style.
wait to show
It was
this clip
just styles, you know.
next week with Tom.
It was just styles. I mean, I do believe he was better than me at the time, and
Well, Tom's got a really big, strong hand. He just wants to hold on so hard.
yeah, and he was just hitting into my hand too, and I was able to pull him over. It just, but it was just styles. I mean, I'd always say he was better than me. You know, at the time, it just wasn't just the way it was going. He wasn't going to do it.
Mike,
You know,
you're
Yes,
allowed to
sir.
shit on people a little bit, especially on this show. But when you say things like, the guy was better than me at that time, he just felt like a child. Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. You know what? You beating Tom and Joe.
I give
Your
him.
brothers
Listen,
never
get
lost
this
to
one
Tom
back.
either.
Get this one back too. I love you, Tom. If you hear this, I love you. I give him
I'm
half
cutting
the
that.
money back. I give him half the money back.
I'm definitely cutting that part out. But your brothers never lost to Tom either.
No, my brother Joe's beat him.
Right. So both you and Joe have perfect records on Tom. So this is the only thing that I really like to shit on Tom with whenever he talks about I'm shit. Like, yeah, what's your record with the Goulds?
Yeah, the Goulds.
I've beaten them both, and you haven't.
That's right. Maybe he'd be interested in a super match.
Oh, no. Tom and I have been setting up that match for a while. And it is most likely to end with somebody getting punched right in the fucking face. So, according to all of the arm wrestlers that we both know, there's a high likelihood that the two of us are going to have a fist fight, and then we're going to get drunk and be friends.
Oh, that'd be you and Tom easily.
Yeah. Everybody agrees. That's just how it's going to go. Whatever. I don't even care who wins the match. As long as I don't lose the fight, we can be friends.
He's on your show next week?
Well, he said he is, but he's supposed to be on the show almost as often as you said you were going to.
Well, tonight just worked out perfectly. So
Right? And you're a great replacement for Tom not showing.
we're just sitting here. It worked out perfectly. So
It's been awesome to catch up with you on this because
I appreciate it, Mr.
We haven't spoken in a while. So, Mike, who wins, me or Tom?
I honestly,
No, you don't have to be on it. You can lie if you want. We're
months.
on my show. Nobody gives a fuck about the truth here.
2 months out, training, show up ready. You. Absolutely.
Oh, well,
Tom, who?
that's disappointing.
Right.
I prefer to be the underdog.
Did you get that?
I like that style.
What's
I like
that
the way
mean?
Tom pulls with that big hand where he likes to just grab onto you and it gives me something to fucking reap into. But Tom's a bad dude. He really is.
Yes, he is. I'm a fan.
And
Listen, guys, I'm gonna
I also
sign
like
off.
that he punched Travis.
That's hilarious. I saw that shit. That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. Guys, I'm gonna sign off. It's been a pleasure.
Mike, one more question before you go. Who is the
I'll
baddest
answer it.
motherfucker you've ever met in arm wrestling?
You.
No, the one guy you wouldn't want to ever fuck around with.
What do you mean? Arm wrestling?
No. Real
Me.
life. Who's the one guy you don't ever want to cross?
Well, you know, I've got to go like, you know, in real life, if would come, it'd have to be Devin. I mean, to me,
Okay, well,
Devin's like,
let's take that pussy out of the
Devin.
equation. Anybody
Here
else?
we go. Here we go.
I honestly, you know what the problem is? I don't think about it, so I don't even know. Like, and I don't work on that. I've always been instinctive, right? Like, like, it wouldn't matter to me who it is in front of me if they're like, if I'm threatened, I'm going to retaliate. So, I
Ladies
mean,
and gentlemen, that is how badass this motherfucker is. Devin, who is literally fucking John Wick, except big and athletic.
yeah,
Yeah.
And then like everybody else is like, eh.
yes, sir.
Because I'll tell you this, Mike, my top 3 of guys I don't ever want to get hit by have you at 1 and Earl at 2.
Yeah, Earl's too. Earl be a bad deal.
And I've never considered a third. Like those are just 2 guys I don't ever want to see what it feels like to fucking get hit by.
Ah, gee.
Now
It's
that
never
doesn't mean
gonna
I'm
happen.
afraid of you, Mike, because I'm aware it's not really going to hurt, right? Like, well, I'll wake up and people are going to tell me about it, but
Cool story.
I just don't want to deal with it. Like it's,
You never will. You never will, mister.
Oh, Mike, you underestimate how good I am at pissing people off.
I love you, buddy. Yeah.
I love you, brother. Have a good night.
Take care, guys. It's been a pleasure.
Peace.
All right, now that you guys are allowed to talk again,
Let's talk about
I
it.
have pushed that dude's buttons. I have showed up at events where that guy, I sat down next to him in the morning with our coffees. I'm like, hey, Mike, how you feeling this morning? You sleep good? And he looks at me, he's like, don't even fucking talk to me today, Evan, or I'll break your fucking head. I'm like, all right, Mike, have a good day. I just leave. Oh, I fucking love that guy.
He's still on the call.
Oh, well, here, I'll just kick him. I
Yeah,
hope he didn't hear
help
me.
him out. Help him out. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope he didn't hear me.
Yeah, he was trying to figure out.
And then,
I didn't want to say anything
also-
nice like with him here.
Yeah.
Now, B, you can't be mad at me. That's the coolest motherfucker in the world.
Yeah, Mike's cool. He's cool peeps. Yeah, I went to his house. He was a cool guy. He was very hospitable.
One of these days,
And we've had some fun at some tournaments too, that's for sure.
I'm going to convince Mike to tell like the real stories. And
Some of
that's
the
going to be a good
stuff.
time. But those old school dudes, that's when arm wrestling was fun. The internet has absolutely fucking ruined arm wrestling. For me, the best time I ever had at an event was the 2018 Nationals in Montreal, which I didn't even compete at. I was just there to coach. And it was me, Mike, 30 other fucking dudes standing in front of the hotel, getting shit-faced fucking drunk, and then getting kicked out of a sushi bar for bringing our own booze.
Yeah, I think you told me about
4
that.
o'clock in the morning.
I got kicked out of a bar in Alaska.
All right, boys. Crazy.
Evan.
Remember how I said don't talk while Mike's on?
Yeah, Mike's gone.
Yeah. But you talked while he was on. You know what, Roy? I'm gonna leave you here, but I'm ending the show because
You've decided that you've had enough of it for tonight.
how do you fucking top it when you had Mike Gould on? Fuck him.
It's a good note to end on for sure. I mean, we can listen to Crazy Uncle Jim talk about heroin for another hour or two.
I would like to
Or
listen
you
to Crazy
could
Uncle
go-
Jim talk about heroin,
Yeah.
but B, I'll let you say goodnight. You can close it out.
Peace out, fools.
All right. So we're still on Zoom, but we ended the YouTube.